This is the future. Evolution. This is the future. Evolution.
All right, we have done it. I think we are working. I hear stuff happening. I see stuff doing things. How is everyone doing on a lovely Thursday? I hear myself the delay. There's the siren. It's going. We are good. What is up, everyone? Great to see you. I don't even know. What a good time it's been lately, I tell you. So many good things have been happening. It's just great. I don't even know where to start. How is everyone tonight? Let's see who's here. We'll start with that. Sensor, how's it going? Loser in the house. What is up this week? Fookdoos might still be eating, or is he back? He might still be eating. Scrolling back through the chat here quick. Hey, Clint Crosby is here. Glad you could make it. Enter the film. What's going on? Enter the film. What is this? What did I do? Losing my brain. Just getting started. Pocket EDC leg day at the gym. If I went to the gym, I'd probably need to work on my chicken legs. That's for sure. Got some good chicken legs going. Big Balls here. What's going on, Big Bald and Marco? Hey, Marco, what are you up to today? Everything is working. Nothing's gone wrong yet. I think we need to make something go wrong just to, right? I don't know. Should I drop something? Or I spilled some Red Bull a minute ago. Big old, probably $1 worth of Red Bull on the floor. Good thing I had a bunch of bags there to soak it up. I tell you, what's going on? Who's buying some knives? What are we buying? Let's start off. Whoever's here, what are we carrying today? Go ahead, put in the chat what you're carrying today. If you watched I've got my customized Towser K. Look at this drop. Oh! Got to get your hand out of the way. It just slams shut, that Towser. Kaiser is doing some stuff. Let me go ahead and grab my link. If you had not heard, I have started to get some interest from some companies, which is super cool. So I've been getting some affiliate links. If you don't know what that means if you click on my link and you go there and you buy something, oh, that's not labeled, I'm sorry. That one right there is my Kaiser link. I grabbed the wrong amount. I didn't write that it was Kaiser, but that's my link to Kaiser. If you go there and you buy something, I get a little kickback, and then I will use that money to buy more stuff for the channel. You are not by any means required to do so, but if you do, I appreciate it. That's cool. Let me close this out. What is happening to me over here? All right. Let me back up here, get back through the chat. I said hi, Big Bald, Marco, Clint Crosby. Irish Rover in Florida. How is it going, bud? Good to see ya. Sensor with the serious emoji. Sensor, I might have to buy you a membership so you can use my emojis. I'm going to make some more soon here. Knives Are Life. What is going on? Thanks for joining us tonight. Knives Are Life. We have some kind of fun stuff to do tonight. I think we'll be entertaining enough, or we'll at least sit here and talk about knives or talk to each other about condiments or something ridiculous, which is more than likely. Oh my goodness. Kaiser, though, let me tell you, the sales that they've been having, I've been ordering some stuff. Renee Ramon is in the house. What's going on, Renee? I gave you my address for that box thing. I'm excited about that. I'm thinking about doing one of those here. I should talk about that maybe. Yeah, we'll talk about that in a little while maybe. What? Little jump here. KOK, what's going on? KOK. Is that Kaleidoscope of Knives? I think. And you changed it to KOK. Am I right? I think so. Carrie and Lou's got the Sativian ST155. Lou. Wheezy's here. What's going on, Wheezy? What you up to tonight? Sativian ST155. Is that going to be an Amazon, Lou? Don't worry, I'm not putting that down. I buy tons of crap on Amazon. Looking it up right now. Let's go ahead and, what is that? ST155. ST155. 15. What? Suppose I can do this. What's going on here? Why are we so not here? Sativian ST155 14C28N. Okay. Micarta looks cool. That's an interesting shape. Anybody else in the chat ever see this before? Lou's carrying one of these today. Which one do you have, Lou? Ooh, that's kind of neat. I like the two-tone on that. I've never heard of this. I got one Sativian. It wasn't really, it was a pretty cheapo. It definitely didn't have 14C28N. Interesting. How long have you had that, Lou? You liking it? All right. Who else is here? Not too many people. Nice little chill Thursday. Anybody off for the weekend, or you got to work tomorrow as well? I'm working, go back here, I'm working a little bit tomorrow. I might leave a little early, I don't have to, but I might leave an hour or two early to help. I'm going to Viroqua, Wisconsin, with some buddies. We're going a little camping, disc golf, hanging out, a little extravaganza. It's going to be super fun. We do it pretty much every Memorial weekend. It's a cool little spot where we camp. There is a VFW right there, and the VFW is awesome. It's cheap. I remember like the first time we went, this is years ago, I can't remember exactly, but I was like, oh, I'll buy the first round, right? And so I go up to the bar and I get 4 bottles of beer, like two bottles, or no, 4 tap beers, 2 bottles of like Bud Light or something like that, and a Jack and Coke, and it was like $8. Jack and Coke could be $8 at some places, you know what I mean? But the tap beers were like $1 or $1.50 or something like that, and the bottles were $1 or something. I don't know, it's crazy, but they've got good deals. We go there, we get pizzas, we hang out. There's a little donut shop that's right there too, so when we're camping, we get up in the morning, go get some donuts and just hang out, and it's a really good time. I'm excited to go. Ooh, that Sativian's got a 10% off coupon, $34. And 14C28N, I mean, it's not bad. That is not bad. All right, let's keep going. Knives Are Life, Kubi, Wrath, Karambit, Kubi, Nova, Bexer, Tactical Slip Joint, Leatherman, Skeletool, Ledlenser, what? Ledlenser? P3, is that all the one thing? So Leatherman Skeletool? And then the Ledinser P. I'm gonna type that in. Let's try it out. Unless you spelled it wrong, but maybe the old Google will figure it out. Ledinser. Oh, it's a flashlight. It's a flashlight. That's why I was like, what is that? That sounds... It was like familiar, but not exactly. So yeah, you've got... Knives Are Live's got his whole carry for the day. You carry that flashlight every day? I'd be interested to know. I have a little Olight that I like that's actually tiny. Here, let me go down here quick. Ooh, look at all these. But this little Olight is small. It is bright for what this is. You can see that's just got a nice bright light to it. But that little compact size, you just disappear it into the hand and you've got it ready to go whenever you need it. It's fantastic. Okay, Big Bald Pina Mula is my carry today. Let's just keep looking stuff up. I like seeing, especially sometimes you don't know. The new Mula. Boom. Big Bald has a Pina Mula. Pina Mula. Wow, those are sweet. Which one do you have? God, they're all pretty cool. I dig that. Pocket EDC, Buck 125, Browning, Saudi, and a Zippo. Excellent. You know, speaking of Zippo, I found this guy who does shorts, and he has, I think we talked about it before, but he basically has like vintage lighters. And so like my shelf over there that's like covered with knives, it'd be like his shelf, but it's covered with all these old lighters. And so his shorts, he like takes the lighter, he takes it apart, he puts in a flint, he closes it back up, he puts the fluid in there or whatever it is, and then he lights it in slow motion. I don't know what it is, but I love it. It's fantastic. It makes me want to buy, here's that focus thing. Makes me want to buy vintage lighters and then put them on my shelf. Do I need them? No. But do I find it fascinating? Yes. Maybe it's something about old stuff and mechanical things. And some of them have like, you open the lid, you twist this thing, you push this thing. And then this makes a hammer hit a thing. You know, maybe it's the mechanics behind them. I think they're really cool. It's super fun. And I am interested in it. I don't know. Buck 125. I've always got my Buck 119 ready to go. My old beefy, look at how thick that handle is. That's the thickest handle on the planet, which is why Eddie's knife is so awesome. Look at how thick Eddie's knife is. Yes. Is Eddie here? I think I saw someone say his name. But yeah, that is going to be mine. I am going to buy this from Eddie. I've been buying a bunch of stuff lately, so funding is, well, not that I'm on zero or anything like that, but I put a certain amount away to buy knives, you know, after I've done all the other things I need to do in the world. And I've been buying a bunch of knives lately, so my budget's fairly low, but yeah, I got this on loan from the Eddie collection, which is pretty much most of the other stuff that's here. And I love it so much, I've got to take it. Anybody have any ideas for names on this? He hasn't named this knife yet. A lot of people were talking about names with the honeycomb kind of a thing, but the reality is he could make more of these knives, which he's doing actually. He makes some really cool stuff. Check out Eddie. I'll bring up his thing. We'll put a link up in a second here. But if you did a different handle material, it's no longer got that honeycomb, but it's the same blade. So you know, I mean, I could give this one a name, you know, that fits that, but the actual name for the knives that he's making. Remind me in a minute to go to his Instagram, but he's making a lot of new stuff, which is really cool, and you should check it out and probably buy one from him. I mean, if it's something you're looking at, some custom American-made cool stuff, and you know, helping out a fellow knife maker who's out there making some fun stuff. KOK, Urban EDC F5.5, Manix 2, and a tactile Chupacabra. That's sweet. How do you liking that Chupacabra? Mr. Eddie, okay, I'll stop working on knives and enjoy the show. So Eddie is here. How you doing, Eddie? Good to see you. I'll bring your Instagram up here in a second. Clickety clack. I'm hearing. Oh, I got my my headphones right here to make sure that the sound was coming on. I could just barely hear that headphone coming off. That's funny. Mr. Eddie, 150 shipped. 150 shipped for some of his knives. Look at this. The craftsmanship behind this, the individual look that it's got. Mine's got this little divot right there that when I send my thumb up, right, it's like meets and says, hello, let's hang out. You want to hold me? I do. I love it, Eddie. It's just so cool looking too. I'm sorry. He showed me a bunch of them, and that one just drew me in. Like when I'm looking at shoes. Not that I'm a shoe guy, but if I'm buying shoes, I can look at them 100 shoes and I can tell you the two that I'm interested in within seconds. Robo Stevo is in the house. Hello, boys. What is up? Fook Doozle is back as well. What's going on, Fook? How you doing? What are you guys up to? Who's your friend? Fire. Folders and Zippos go hand in hand. Both fidgety and both snap. Yep, I totally get that. And if you're looking for, like, I think it is the fidget factor and just the, like I said, the mechanics behind it. And it's like older mechanics. You get something from like the 40s or the 50s or 60s or something. It works different. My head itches. Ugh, how's my hair? My hair look good? Oh my God, look at that. Look at that. That line's really sticking out today. Should I stay like this for a while? We were talking about doing weird stuff with my hair. Lou, Mr. Eddie, only 150? What's the catch? The catch is you given him your address, and now he has your address, and so there you go. I was going to buy something off Mr. Eddie, but then I found out he's into serrations, and now I can't. Eddie, you like serrations? Okay. Maybe it's because I picked a bunch of knives from Eddie's collection, but the ones I chose, no serrate. Zero serrations. Zero. But you notice there's something out on the table that's not, well, besides this is no longer going to be his, it's going to be mine. This one right here. I haven't posted that yet, but here's my Kaiser Cobalt that used to be in that standard, this shade of micarta. What's everyone think of the weathered, kind of finished, kind of pre-reveal reveal? I dig it. It's like a light red. Cobalt's just got that action. Kaiser's just been crushing it. All the stuff I've been buying from them, I'm just super happy with. But yeah, the video for this I think is tomorrow, maybe the day after, not really sure, because I'm going away for the weekend. Everything's kind of a mess, and I'm trying to figure out what videos I got. I'm gonna have to film a couple when I'm out there, and then obviously like the shorts and the daily pocket checks and things like that. So it's gonna be an interesting weekend because I'm not coming back till Monday. So yeah. What's everyone else gonna be doing over the weekend? Got some fun plans? Mr. Eddie, Lou, the catch is that I get paid. Well, especially, you look up materials. I don't know how much the steel costs, but I've been looking into handle materials, and for nice ones like this, I pushed the wrong button, but like this, I was looking into handle material. When you get a matching pair of scales out of this material, I think it's like $20 or $30 for that pair. So you're spending money on the materials. And so you got to remember when you're doing that, you have the materials, then you have the time. How many hours is he putting into it? I know there's things I've sold. I made some Frisbees on my lathe out of wood. And, I might spend, sorry, my eyes. I might spend 2 or 3 hours working on it, and then I go to sell them. Let's say I'm selling it for $20. Like, I'm just giving them away for $20. You know, if I spend 3 hours making it and you pay me minimum wage, what's a minimum wage? Let's say minimum wage was $10. That'd be $30 plus the $5 in materials. That'd be $35. So I'm selling it to you for 20. And when I sell it for 20, people are like, oh, would you do 10? Would you do 15? It's like, well, how much do you want to pay me? Do you want to pay me minimum wage? And their answer is always, well, yeah, of course I'll pay you minimum wage. I'm like, okay, well, I spent 3 hours on it. So what is that, $30 to $45? So now instead of that 20 that I was charging you, now you should just give me 40, 45? But it's a real thing. So you got to understand too, they put the time and the effort in. So when you see a good deal, like, I don't want to tell people taking advantage of me, but I've been doing some custom stuff for some people. I have a few jobs out there that I'm going to be doing. Ooh, I have a box. You can open that one up in a little bit. Clint. Look familiar? I just got that in the mail from Clint. But yeah, we'll open that in a couple minutes here. But right now I'm, since I'm not fully professional or whatever, or, it's not my gig, I have another job. This is just my hobby. I've been kind of doing some laser marks and some anodizing and dyes and stuff for people that basically for no real charge, just whatever the knife and the materials cost, a couple bucks for shipping, whatever. Eventually I'll probably have to start charging people for this, but take advantage when you can, right? All right, let's get down here. Oh, I just got to jump in the chat. What's everybody else carrying? Anybody else? Eddie loves serrations. I mean, Eddie, fine, sure. I'm not a fan. Not a fan. But everybody's got, do you like the serrate? Do you not? And that's completely cool either way. I don't know. I'm just not a fan, personally. Okay, let me look up Eddie. Mr. Eddie. There he is. Whoops. Copy. Sorry, I'm talking and doing. You're getting my inner monologue live. All right, I just posted. That is a link to Mr. Eddie's Instagram. I'm going to pin it. And it works. Man, everything's working so far today. I don't know what to say. Ooh, people's names changed colors? Weren't their names different color? Now the name's like Fuchs' name is green. I thought it was red earlier. Whatever. Okay, I'm getting caught up here. Mr. Eddie says he's making ones that are similar to the ones in the middle. So similar to like mine. Okay, so yeah, that link that I pinned up at the top there, that is to Eddie's Instagram. We'll go ahead and go there now. Boom. These are the current things he's got. A couple things he's just working on and finishing up. Wow, those handles are cool. That is neat. That big cutout notch for the sharpening choil on there, that's pretty cool. Okay, so that's before you sanded the handles or polished them up. There they are, kind of polished up. Ooh, look at that one on the left. That is sick. Lou, KDK, I just remembered my idea for you. You can take Zippos of different metals, stainless copper, laser people's channel logos on them. Oh, Knight's Edge could be a good start. Yeah, that would be an interesting thought. I didn't even think about that. But like Zippos and stuff, they are metal. And that metal is fairly easy. You get a good setting. You buy a nice Zippo, just a standard one, and get a good setting for it. And then you could do custom stuff. That actually would be kind of neat. Lou's gonna have to get credit. Mr. Eddie, I'll call it the camper. Where is my mouse? There it is. How did I get bounced backwards here? Mr. Eddie says he's been in places where he can't sharpen his knife, but he can still cut with serrated knives. You know, that's true. That is true. You know, so for like a functional emergency type knife or something like that, that might help. Ooh, I got some stuff on the chat I got to talk about here. Kathleen Smith, what is up, Kathleen? Nice to see you. I'm so glad you made it. What's going on? Having a good night? Hanging out with the grandbabies? Knight's Edge is here. Well. TKE shows his face. Well, shows his typing skills, right? What's up, TK? How's it going? Mr. Eddie trying to rename your channel as well. I guess KDK doesn't like my idea. Was that the one that you said up there that I hadn't read yet, Lou? See, I was just behind on chat. That's my problem. You know, maybe I need to just skip the chat and get, you know, just let it rip. But I kind of like going back and trying to give everybody the time, you know, not... If the chat was going so fast, like you watch MC's chat, I get so dizzy watching that. I just can't. I can't after a while. Kenman, where's my knife? Delaney says. I can show you your knife. It's still right over here. I've been working on some stuff on the computer at work. I think I might be able to do that logo, but I don't know for sure. Like I was saying to you guys before, you know, I'm a privileged person to be able to use some of these machines and equipment that isn't really mine. And we get busy, and sometimes second shift have to get on the machines and do stuff. And it's like I get off work, and then someone's currently using it. I can't jump on it. But I've been able to get this stuff kind of started designing. I know I can do all the text that you would want. But I think I might be able to figure out that logo and make something happen. Probably next week I should be able to get in there. I apologize, there's a little bit of a delay, but you know, for the price and what you're gonna get, I think it'd be worth it. It'd be totally worth it. And I'm looking into maybe buying myself a machine to have at home. I mean, if anybody didn't hear, I bought a CNC machine. It's sitting over there, but it's still in the box. I gotta get it out after this weekend and get it put together and start doing some test cuts and get going, but I'm going to start making some scales. I am super excited about it. And yeah, let's talk about it if you want. Fukduzel removed his previous comment. Would I want to see what it was? Okay, let me back up a second here. Yeah, Eddie's serrations. Who else likes serrations? KDK, did you... did I get that idea, Lou, or did I skip over a second one? I have Minecraft Crocs. Mr. Eddie wears Minecraft Crocs and likes serrate. KLK loves the Chupacabra. They do need to work. They do need to work some kinks out. I know they've been working on fixing the whack fail issues. Doesn't affect me, but I feel the super lock shouldn't fail. I agree with that, but that's good information to know. But you know, first time out, and you generally after they kind of work on it, if the company's good, then they'll kind of come through and maybe get it taken care of. Mr. Eddie, handles, pins, glue, steel, electricity, belts, time, paper towels, Q-tips, alcohol, sandpaper coatings. It's a labor of love. Robo's gonna make some espresso. That sounds delicious. I've been meaning to get a machine. Does anybody on here we go. Does anybody have an espresso machine? And I'm not talking like, you know, like I have a Keurig type, well, it's a generic Keurig. I don't have a real Keurig. I have a generic Keurig, but it does the same damn thing. I found you buy good beans and grind them up and put them in the little container, in the reusable container for the Keurig, and it works pretty good for me. But I love an espresso, and the method, having to grind it up and flatten it out, press it, put it on there, but then you get this super strong cup. I could be into that. If anybody has any thoughts on machines or something that wouldn't be more than a couple $100, I know it gets expensive fast. Lou said if he'd known it was only $150, he would have put his AD10 purchase in favor of a honeycomb stabber. Yeah, well, now you know, Lou. Cat's out the bag. Cat is out the bag. Mr. Eddie is giving these. No, he's definitely not giving them away. That's still a little. Ooh, what do we got? Delaney, why is it doing this? Delaney just did something. He gifted some memberships. Oh, thanks, Delaney. What do we got here? I did the test on this, and I don't know why it's... And I don't see the photo either. What the heck? All right, let me go down here. All right, so Delaney gifted 5 memberships. I appreciate you, Delaney. Who are the lucky people? Marco, Robo Stevo, Knives Are Life, Mr. Eddie, and Angelo. Welcome to the club. I apologize that it's not able to be read on the screen right here. I don't understand why they're on top of each other and I don't see the image. When I do the test, it works fine. But that's very cool of you, Delaney. Appreciate it. You guys, yep, there you go. You can see I've got a few emojis. They're popping them in the chats there. Get some use out of them. I think I still have a few emojis that we can do. So if anybody has any good ideas, let me know and I will create them. Okay. There was a question in here I was just rolling through. And I think I missed it. A rumble of brewing between TKE and Mr. Eddie. I think they love to fight. I think they're good buds. They're like an old married couple, you know? Like they're never going to break up, but man, you'd think they want to kill each other. All right. There's where I was. There was Kathleen popping in. It sucks sometimes when the chat bumps and then you try to back it up a few scrolls and you get kind of lost. Angelo, did I say hi to Angelo? I don't think so. What's going on, bud? Thanks for swinging in. We're gonna have some fun tonight, or we won't, or we will, or we're gonna act silly and enjoy a Thursday night here. I've got so much to do. Get ready for my trip this weekend. Does anybody else not have any plans this weekend, or what? Or it's private. It's private stuff. I don't want to share that with the chat. They might find me. They might chase me down. I've been carrying the first sapphire blue fade lately. Wheezy has that sapphire blue, that first fade that I did. What was that again? Was that a Sen cut? Was that the episode or the... Can't remember which one that was. Wheezy's got a few of my knives, actually. All right. I feel like I'm all once over. Well, again, Delaney, I am sorry that I haven't... I'm slow at getting to your projects, but sometimes crap comes up and you get kind of stuck. You know what I mean? Fookdo's, I'll be right back. Wife needs me. Paul Mills. What's going on, Paul? Night's Edge. Don't send me no feet pics, Eddie. You know, the more you talk about feet pics, the more I feel like, looking for them. Let's keep talking feet pics here. I could do well with the foot pics almost. I don't know. I got size 13. I got big, long, skinny feet. That might tick someone's boxes somewhere in the world. Somebody's probably like, oh, dude, do you put them into pies? I stick my feet into pies. You know, I get like an apple pie or a strudel or something, and I just mash the toes in and start a page. I'd be rich. If it was only that easy, right? Pocket Stuff. Good evening, everyone. What's going on, Pocket Stuff? There we go. See, yeah, look at how far behind I got. I asked Kathleen about it, what she was up to. The grandkids have left for the day, but it's always fun. Yep. My sister's got a couple kids, and my parents are so happy as grandparents. It's cool. I'm kind of feel bad I didn't really help along with that, but my sister at least came through for the win. Got a couple of boys. They're pretty fun. I like being the uncle. The uncle's actually almost better because I get to give them some fun stuff. They're going to be getting into knives really soon. I did give them some kind of starter ones, practice ones, help teaching them some stuff. But we're getting them there. The rumors about Eddie's feet pics. I tell ya. TKE says he likes the bayonet on the OTF Microtex. Best of both worlds. You can choke up because of the jimping on the spine, serrations on the back, straight edge on the front. Sure. Why not? That's what's so nice about our world is there's so many different things. Like, look at what Eddie's making. Look at this. Why am I not liking these things? That handle's interesting. It's kind of a shorty, a little stubber. What do we think about this? What's the specific use for this little cleaver? Chopping broccoli. Chopping broccoli. Yeah, I'm way behind. Delaney's like, that sounds awesome, Kenman. So when I was talking about us doing his custom for him, jeez. What's going on? That one's really cool too. Man, you're not holding back, Mr. Eddie, on the shapes. Just kind of trying some crazy stuff. I dig it. It's, you know, how many other knives do you see that are this exact shape? It's an oddball. Robo doesn't even try to read MC's chat. Yeah, I can't do it. Getting to where I can't keep up with Bees or Tri-State. Tri-States isn't bad. I feel like Tri-States is right about the right amount where it's not so fast that you can't really keep up, but it can get ahead of you if you aren't paying attention. So I get you on that for sure. But I don't know. I guess I'll take advantage when I can talk to everybody as much as possible. I got the Zippo idea, says Lou. Yep, so that was Lou's idea. Mine raft Crocs. Yeah, Lou. Mr. Eddie with the Crocs. I mean, but look at these knives that he's making. Look at these blanks that he's working on. Really cool shapes. Matt's in the house. What's going on, Matt? What you up to? Good to see ya. Boom. Here I am. Does it look kind of yellow today? See, I can't decide. Like, I got two screens. I got one right here. I got one over there. Well, actually, then I got one down here, and I got one over here, and I got one over here. But I got these two are the same. Like, they're basically mirrored. So, like, if people are over and we're at the table here and we're watching a movie or playing games and stuff, the person that's sitting over there doesn't have to turn around to see the TV. That's like they're at a bar and they can see this TV over here up on the wall. But this one kind of looks a little yellow, and that one looks, the wall looks a little bit more white. Yeah. I want to try to get my lighting looking good, if I can. Justin, Ohio, what's up? Man, I'm behind on what's going on here. And it just kicked me again. You betcha, says Delaney. Yeah, we're going to get to it, bud. Eddie hitting all my emojis is fun. Got a couple good ones there. Lou's waiting to see TKE's Shaman upgrade. TKE, didn't you hit 1,000 just recently too? Oh, there he is saying, just hit 1,000 yesterday. Jinx to myself. Kaleidoscope of Knives had my worst review count in 2 months today. Worst view count. Oh, did you go live today and didn't have a lot of people? You know, welcome to, I did my live giveaway, and then the next week, the numbers were average of 80 people, and then the next week the average were 20. And YouTube's like, oh, well, you're not doing so hot. You know, it's like, I did a giveaway. More people show up for that. Mr. Eddie says that he and TK are like the Olsen twins. If you changed the dudes, we could be the Hanson brothers. I could fit in with you. I don't know, it could be the three of us. We could sing some bop. Something like that. Maybe. Tyler Williams. That little bird. How does he hold that knife? Greetings, y'all. What's going on, Tyler? What are you carrying today? Eddie's making knives all weekend, so that's his plan for the weekend. Delaney's got a show in New Mexico. God, it'd be nice to catch a Delaney show. He does a live kind of country rock, right, Delaney? Or country more? For some reason, I feel like he's a kind of a country rock singer, or a musician. Matt's going to the land of dinosaurs in Utah. I am hyped. Vemel, Utah? The land of dinosaurs. That sounds fun. Let's look it up. Images. Welcome to the Hall of Presidents. Land of dinosaurs. That looks fun. It's got to be one that you can climb inside of and go to the top of, like in what movie was that? Probably more than one movie. It was one of the Texas Chainsaw Massacres, too. But the one I was thinking of was Pee-wee's. One of the Pee-wee movies. Why does my mouse keep doing this to me? So, Mutz Tumbo is here. Good evening, all. What's going on, Mutz Tumbo? Kaleidoscope says, congrats on 1K about damn time to the Night's Edge. It's a tough grind. I don't know. I know some of you got some channels out there, but it's not an easy. I've been going, I don't know. Maybe 9 months, I think. Ooh, I do a daily pocket check. I started doing those close to the beginning, and I am on like pocket check 311, or 311 might be. So obviously 311 days I've been doing daily pocket checks. So I'm getting 9 months, but the first 1,000, I tell you, it's tough. You're looking at your numbers, and you might only gain one every couple of days, or a few, or then you gain like 3 or 4 or 5, and you're like, ooh, you feel good about it. And then you log in the next morning and you lost one, and for some reason that one is just huge. You have 400 subscribers, and all of a sudden you have 399. You just feel miserable. But I feel like you have to love it. If you don't love this and you don't put the time in it and enjoy doing it, then you will slowly fade away and not want to do it anymore. And then heart's not in it. It's kind of like someone who has a fish tank. I always say, if you see someone's fish tank and it looks ridiculous, they like their fish tank and they spend the time enjoying it. And if it's looks terrible and neglected, you can tell they don't put any time into it. So it's like, it's an obvious, it's kind of like plants too. If you see people they got plants and they're happy, you know that they spend the time to keep those plants happy. I think if Edge would give us just one footsies pick a chance, he'd be totally on board. Mr. Eddie wears 13s as well. See, the Hanson brothers, size 13, OnlyFans. Why wouldn't you? I mean, we're knife guys and girls. We might as well have a foot video fetish channel. Cheese knife. Why wouldn't you get a... Who's got specific knife for cheese? Cut the cheese? Who's cutting the cheese? Cutting 3-inch sausages over here. Let's not talk for 10 minutes so KDK can catch up. How far behind am I? Oh my God. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Cleavers are made with scraps. Instead of trashing them, I made some... Okay. So Mr. Eddie made that cleaver with some scraps. And so he's just trying to come up with some cool stuff. Knight's Edge has joined the gas station. I didn't hear a sound for that. Did anybody hear an alert when Knight's Edge joined the gas station? That green cleaver is gone. Eddie's selling stuff. He says you can see the Crocs in some pics. He's probably taking pics pointing down where you see the feet in the pics. Holy crap. I can't keep up with the chat. I'm trying. I'm trying. Let's talk about knives instead. Why wouldn't you? I feel like Mr. Eddie is a savant. Super talented in making knives, but challenged. Aries EDC is here, stopping by to head, maybe he's already left, about to head out. Thanks for swinging in, Aries. Aries does some cool stuff too. I can pin some of these. I need to make, who wanted to, yeah, we're talking about moderators. KOK probably was trying to get it. Robo was asking. Well, Knight's Edge just made all of us moderators the other night, didn't you? Or the other day, whatever. Ghost Keeper, has anyone seen the Trivisa Lacerda? Looks crazy, I want it. The Lacerda. Let's look it up. I wonder if that one's on the old Amazon. I have a couple Trevisas. One of them I really like. One of them I'm not a big fan of. Trevisa Antilli. Of course. Let's just search the Googs. There's the Lacerda, this thing. Okay, here's the Aries right here, the far left one. That's the one that I got that I'm kind of have some issues with. The Lacerda. Anyone know anything about this for Ghost Keeper? Delaney says not rock, just country. Holy shit, I gotta be like 5 minutes behind everything here, huh? My bad, guys, gals. I'm 89% sure I'm seeing Delaney next month, says Mr. Eddie. That'd be cool. I'm catching up. Manny Knives, what's going on, Manny Knives? Good to see you here tonight. I'm trying to rip through the end of the chat here. KDK, this is future TKE saying the cheese knife was in response to the green cleaver he showed 6 hours ago. Oh. Focus. All right, I'm behind. See, I'm trying to keep up with chat and then... Knight's Edge, come a couple hours to the east, Delaney. You can run into him. No one wants to go to New Orleans. Ghost Keeper, yeah, I had to go to their site to see the Lacerda. Okay, let's go back to that for a second. Yeah, that thing is wicked, though. I don't know. It's like, it's... Who did a review on this? Was it Tri-State, maybe? Where, because it looks like it's backwards. Like, it looks like the blade comes out of the side that it doesn't come out of. You know, like it almost looks like... Does that make sense? Like the opening side is the opposite side, and then the blade, the sharp edge is on the dull side, or like it's completely opposite of what it looks like it's supposed to be. I think it's rad looking though. Definitely a strange knife. Angelo, Mr. Eddie sends disappearing feet pics. Matt, thoughts on the new Kenman Padre? The new Padre is the axis lock, right? Yeah, it's the axis lock. I love Kenman. Are they calling it an axis? I don't know. The liner lock version is pretty great, even though, man, come on. It's not being friendly at all. Like, just go straight to it. I hate you. What is this bullshit? There it is. So the Padre, and then you've got your axis lock. It's cool, but I have Mr. Eddie's Padre right here. Watch this. That front flipper is just, come on. Tell me that's just not excellent. The flick out. They sell a lefty version, so you get this frame lock, and you can, I've got it in my right hand now because it doesn't work as well in the left, because you push and it's like you're on that spot, but you can do the front flip super easy. But man, this knife feels amazing. Padre is excellent. But I feel like if I was gonna get the Padre, I would get this. I'd get this Padre, and if I wanted an axis lock, I would get the Django. You know what I mean? Like, I think the Django looks like a sweet knife for an axis lock. But again, maybe you really like the Padre shape better and you want an axis lock. What's everyone think about it? This thing is sick though. I mean, I don't know, something about that when the front flipper is just super simple and it like works every time, and I almost cut myself, and you don't fail. It just works. It's just, it's a great feeling. It is great. Wow, look at that. Everybody in here is members now. How sweet. Who lives in New Orleans? TKE? As long as it isn't mushy as the Pulsar, it'll be good. Yeah, I haven't really had a chance. That's the only Kenman I've really handled, so I'm not really sure how. I know some people have said axis locks, or they're not big on axis locks. They don't have a good detent or whatever. But yeah, the Padre is cool. I'm considering a lefty version, but it's $300, you know, $300. I definitely have no problem in a quick amount of time spending $300 on 3 or 4 or 5 knives, but one, I think my most expensive knives are around that $200 range. I try not to work too much. If I were to work a lot more, work that overtime, make some more money. I'm gonna turn this off. Realize the fan was on. Hopefully it wasn't making too much noise. But yeah, I'd prefer to work a little less and have more free time to do stuff and enjoy life. So I kind of budget myself out, and it kind of makes it harder to I'd have to basically save up for buying the more expensive knives. Or, you know, I could just buy one and then just kind of, you know, pay it off. But I stopped kind of getting credit cards a while ago. I don't really like to use credit as if I don't have to. YD Knives is here. What's going on, YD? Good to see you. See, I'm all caught up finally. Now I'm caught up. Okay, so let me close a couple of these. I'm going to try to find, let's see. All right. point. I could go ahead and link a few of these things, but the reality is a lot of you are probably already, like, who here subscribed to TKE? Probably already are. I need to make a file folder that has a bunch of links in it so that I can easily copy paste. And now the fan just went off. Let me know if it just all of a sudden got super quiet. So there is another link. I've had Eddie's pinned up there for a while. Shoot, why did it do that? Come on, don't be like this. What is happening? It just hates me right now. I'm just trying to touch this spot right there. Why? Trying to pin that for you. It won't let me do it from the chat up there. You have to physically. Why is this being stupid? Apologize. It's just unhappy. Fine, forget it. Go to the Night's Edge, check out his channel. There's the link right there. For some reason, when I go to my own thing, it like freezes on me. Oh, now we're back. Replace. All right, so I changed the pinned comment to the Night's Edge. Everybody can go check out the Night's Edge here in a second. I'll pin Meredith if she shows up. And anyone else who wants to be. I mean, I don't care. I'll pin you. My douchebag neighbor is setting off my cameras outside, says Delaney. My neighbor right now is not a douchebag, but they are blowing leaves and moving stuff around. I was getting ready to start, and luckily they stopped, but it was like this loud, like, oh, if they started mowing right now, I'd be just... What do you do, though? What do you do? Thanks for linking the channel, Kenman. Of course, TKE. He does his lives on Saturday morning, 9 o'clock? Kathleen, on another subject, how do you get the lights to line up so well with your plants? Not bad, huh? You guys want to see some behind the scenes? Little behind the scenes footy. Over here we have just a little light that has a little screen in it that I could change colors. So if I wanted it white, but I got a little red screen in there right now, I could change it to something else at some point. But I've just got that pinned right behind that one there. And these, see if I can get this out of here without messing it up. Huh? A lightsaber action. But yeah, these are cheapos, and it was easy, and they change colors, and so I could pick whichever color I want. And I don't know if I should be doing a different color. Comment below. Do you like the red? Well, we could do blue or purple or green or something someday. We could have to test it out. I can do this, where it's just nauseating. It actually looks a little different on camera. Doesn't quite pick it up the same. But yeah, I picked those up on the Amazon for fairly cheap. I was trying to find something that was easy to do, and those ended up being cheaper. You actually want to see some fun stuff. I've got this bad boy right here. What are we doing? So I've had this for like 20 years. This is Luke Return of the Jedi saber. Fun stuff. Always gotta have some fun stuff lying around. Since I'm standing up. What does it say? You just totally whistled the Superman theme. I sure did. Miss Tessbucker! Okay, now I'm dating myself. Who remembers the old school Superman? What does it say? He doesn't read comments. He's looking at my neck. Bimbo's Octagon, Side Lake, Minnesota. You can stand on that dock and catch bass. That wasn't Star Wars. Well, you know, I'm not trying to copyright stuff, you know. Blue and purple. I'm sorry, I'm reading chat and I'm just laughing to myself. I wish I could pin the chat on the thing. I keep trying to do that and it keeps screwing up. The small clip one, Kathleen, I'll look it up in a second here. It's official. Kenman is more ADHD than Cole. Maybe it's because I'm not medicated. I don't medicate. So, and Cole is cool with medicating. So I'm a little out of it. But yeah. Look at that hormone. See if I can get that on there. See it? You can see a spot I touched right there a couple of years ago that I messed up. All right, come on. Focus. Focus. Face. Wants a face to focus on. So yeah, I've had this actual hand-folded katana for over 20 years. It's a Bushido. I think it was like 600 back in the day. It does have a stingray in there and a nice little piece right there, and then the wrap. I can take it apart if need be. It is sharp. It is legit. Let me go down here. I don't know if you can. There you can kind of see that, the wavy edge. Hamon on there. Anybody else like swords? This thing is heavy. It's legit. I've cut a few things with it. Like I said, I've had it for, I think I got it in 2001. But who doesn't want a sword? Tasty treats, tasty treats. What else do we got? Boom. Check this thing out. Tell me this isn't sick. Rock, paper, scissors, lizard, Spock. I think I know why KDK isn't married now. I don't like this non-face. It doesn't like to focus on my junk. Okay. Try not to Google Bimbo's Octagon. It's literally like, you're like, okay, is this a strip club or what? It's literally like a family little pizza place in Side Lake that is amazing. Like everyone goes there. It's got really good food. They got good pizza. They got good wings. It's just a great, you go to town and you're fishing in that area. You definitely want to go and get a pizza, get some wings, hang out, talk to some of the locals. And it's funny, I would bet that they would remember people. Like you come back the next year. I mean, we have friends that are, one of my buddies is from up there, which is one of the ways we ended up going there in the first place. But I swear they're just, it's a small town. They recognize people. It's a good place for sure. I wish I'd never seen a Star Wars movie so I could rediscover it all over again, says TKE. Yeah, you know, it'd be fun to, I want to take the nephews one of these days and have them go through and watch the original movies. I don't know about the most recent ones, the last three trilogies I wasn't really a fan of, but it's Welcome to the Real World, and stuff changes and they have different motivations and different writers and, you know, whatever. Bonsai of the week. Yeah, I pulled off the records for a little while, and we're gonna go to Bonsai of the week. This is my parrot. It does have leaves on it. You can see it from the top right there. Oop, I'm getting wet. I'm dripping on myself. Had this one for a few years. It's got some nice bare roots down at the bottom. It does really well. It's kind of a tropical, so it kind of goes through phases where it'll be really heavy on leaves, and then it'll kind of lose leaves. When they get big, they fall off, and then new ones pop up. So there'll be times where it's really thick, and there'll be times where it's kind of like a winter, like it looks like it's kind of dying off or dropping leaves for the winter. Fukdils will have some swords. Paul's got a few katanas, but nothing that nice. There's still stuff that's nicer than that. I mean, you can buy multi-$1,000 knife or swords, but I remember when I was looking at it, I have a couple other ones that are like cheapos, and I just was like, you know what? I really want to get one that was handmade, that someone took it, pounded it out, and made it, and I got that one. I'm pretty happy with it. It's been in the collection for, like I said, since right at the end of like 1999. I swear it was probably 2000, 2001. I would guess. Lobster Man. I didn't notice that was Lobster Man saying Bonsai of the Week. What's going on, Lobster? What are you up to? What are you carrying today? They weren't great, but it was still Star Wars. Yeah, Robo. And I've watched all the shows too. But, I mean... Okay, here, let's just, for a second here. Early 2000s... There's my chicken legs. Anybody recognize that? My ass? No. That tattoo on the back of my leg, that's a Mandalorian tattoo. I got that way before the Mandalorian came out. Way before people were into that stuff. Way before there was a Boba Fett show. I got that tattoo. And it's not my only tattoo. I have other ones. But I got that one, and no one knew what it was. And now that the Mandalorian's been on, and it was a good first couple seasons, kind of fallen out a little bit. They did the Boba Fett show. I used to make Boba Fett armor. We can look into that. I could probably get some out and show it off sometime. But I used to make a lot of armor, do a lot of weathering and stuff on it. And yeah, the Boba Fett show was not very good. It really wasn't very good. The stuff that they've been making, it's more about cash grabs and stuff, and they don't make a good story. Make a good story. Get some writers. Don't pay writers because they think they're writers. Oh, I'm a writer. I went to school. I'm a writer. Well, find someone that isn't a writer that wrote an awesome story and pay them. That's what we want. That's what writers should be. Writers is kind of a thing where it's like an actor. You don't have a job. You are an actor and you're hoping someone picks you up to act. You are a writer and you're writing stuff hoping that someone sees something that they like and they pick it up. Not just, oh, I'm a writer, I went to school, now I write for this show and it's terrible. Here we are, rant over. Thank you very much. Do I have ADHD? Talking about pounding one out. Kenman, are you going to be a channel member when I'm able to finally have them in 500 watch hours? Oh, yeah, I suppose. I'll consider it. When we get that, we'll get you there. Let's get you there. How about that? Let's get you there. Mooning the whole stream. I read all the books is my problem with Star Wars. I know too much. Yeah, I'm showing my rear now, Lou. Someone's found the thumbnail for next week's stream. Who else is on Tri-State's Discord? They do screen grabs and all. When I got on that Discord, let me tell you, I had to turn off notifications because it blows up constantly. Blows up constantly. MPG is here. Delaney with the screenshot. What's going on, MPG? You can back up the tape a couple minutes, and I apparently am mooning everyone. Sebald is here. How's it going, Sebald? We were talking about knives last week. I have some other recommendations. You were into that. Did you order that SOG Terminus? Seemed to be pretty into that last week. But if you're looking for some more things, more ideas, I have some for you. Kathy, what did I tell you to remind me about again? That was like a few minutes ago. Fook, I can't do Discord. Too much everything. It's nuts. Like I said, I had to turn off notifications. I still go in there and I check stuff out. But like my phone blew up like every 5 seconds for like 8 hours. Just constantly. I got banned from Discord years ago, says Robo. Oh, that's funny. Well, Sebald, if you are still looking, I can tell you a bunch of $40 to $50, $60 knives. Dude, this one right now, Kaiser Cobalt. Oh, this is a little bit bigger knife, but man, this thing is sick. But dude, the CJRB Pyrite, this is Delaney's Pyrite. 45 bucks. Sick. And if you really want to go nuts, you get the sweet rose gold Pyrite buoy. This one's a little bit more. What is this one going for now? 60? Might go up to 70 bucks maybe in a little bit. Oof. Tell me the Pyrite isn't sick. So nice. Even though right now the Lieb is on sale. The Kaiser Lieb. Kaiser is doing stuff. Hello, Kathleen. He can't remember. I can't remember anything. The clip-on light. I remembered. I told her to remind me to remember. And I remembered to ask her. Right? I have, yeah, I don't know. Okay. I ordered another camera. FYI, not that it really matters right now, but I ordered another camera so I can set up a couple multicams, and then right now one of the cameras, this one here, is my phone. So I'm considering swapping this one out for another camera that's it shoots 2K for that, and then I could have my phone for another one, or I could do that as a mobile one while we're using the other two, something like that. I don't know. It's coming. Probably have it set up next week, and we can check it out, test it out, see how it goes. I am scrolling through my thing here, trying to find that light really quick. It's not that far back. There it is. Share. All right, Kathleen. Here it is. The Selfie Light 84 LED ring light, adjusted 3 light modes. It's not really a ring light though. But yeah, it's just this little, it's small. Sits right on you. It's got that clip. So you clip it right on your phone. It gives you the different inserts. And then there's a few different color selection. Ooh, there's a 20% off coupon right now. It's going to be like 15 bucks. That's a good price. But for a simple little floodlight, you know, that's pretty bright. It's not very large. A little indicator. God, I've already used half the power. Oh, I forgot to charge it last time. So it went the whole 3.5, 4 hours last time. So I'll probably get a $5 or $6 charge out of it. But yeah, 10, 20 bucks. What, a 5% off and a 20% coupon. So yeah, do the math. It's probably 15 bucks right now. Not bad. Oh, MPG, caught my husband trying to open the box of knives from you. So MPG, what's up? Are you gonna do an unboxing, or are you gonna do a live, or what are you planning to do? Long story short, Mr. Eddie sent MPG some of his knives to check out on her channel. And so, yeah, what's the plan? Yep, I'm going to do that, Delaney. I'm actually on that right now. Sort of. MPG, I said I would post your link in the chat if... What is this? Come on. Oh. Ha! I've got MGP. I was like, how come this isn't coming up? Okay, so here we are. There it is. Copy. It's pronounced Dumas. How is it pronounced, Meredith? Remember that what was that commercial for? You know, all right, Mr. Dumbass. How's it going, Mr. Dumbass? It's pronounced Dumas. I never thought I would love the Cobalt as much as I do. Maybe my favorite micarta knife, says Ghost Keeper. Dude, it's legit. It is so legit. I love it. I'm super happy with my my finished product too. Kind of that nice soft red. Right? And it's solid. It's solid, but it just looks like, why is that thing swinging so crazy? It's like my Towser. Look at this. It just wants to wah. Wah. It's amazing. The action's so good. The bearings they put in there. Kaiser all day. Use my link. Check it out. Buy something, hook it up. Dude, the affiliate links are where it's at, you guys. I've made more money on my Kaiser affiliate link than I've made on YouTube since I started monetizing. Although it's still less than a couple $100. It's not like I'm rich or something like that. Ooh, I have some news. Oh, let me do this quick. Replace pin, and we just gave TKE the boots, and now the pinned comment is MPG her channel. Go check her out. What are we at? 211 subscribers. It's that's where the grind is. Let me tell you, you gotta just stay at it and keep posting and keep the positive attitude. Dumais is how it's pronounced. Dumais. I like that. Is that French? Meredith Dumais. Dumais? Dumois. Dumais. So I was going to do a video and then post it. Yeah, that's probably a good thing to do because it'll be a lot. Or you could probably do one video unboxing the whole thing, kind of as a general. And then you can do individual videos of each one as well if you want. I don't know. You can do whatever you want, but that'd be my thought. Try to get as much content out of it as you possibly can. Especially get some cool knives that you get to look at for a little while. I always thought it was dumbass, but I didn't want to say anything. I get a kick out of that pronunciation. Ooh, squirrel. Ooh, squirrel. Squirrel. It's Eskimoian. Eskimoian. So, Eddie's knives. Oh, that's what okay, here we are. Squirrel. Trevisa. So this Trevisa is the Death Trevisa. That button is literally, if I put it in my right hand, I can't even flick it out. What am I doing? Why can't I flick it out righty? Ugh. That doesn't make any sense. It's not even that hard of a D10. Something's wrong with my hand. What? Because look at this. The left flick out. Oh, it's probably easy because I'm actually bumping the button. This knife looks so cool though. Too bad it's... I might try to stiffen up that button push. It's upsetting because it's such a cool looking knife. I like the blade shape. But you just can't, it's like that button, I can't get my index finger not on it. There, I was able to like forcefully make sure that I'm out of the way. You can just see, boom. I'm just pushing that button down. It's like, just wants to cut my finger right off. I have a Big Eddie box I'm opening Saturday morning and a Big Eddie box I'm shipping out Sunday after the live, says TKE. Yeah, lots of Eddie stuff coming. It's good. Who's sending something to Eddie? Eddie should get something sent to him. I don't think I'm Eskimoian is a word. MPG says she'll be right back, going to film the unboxing now. Like she knows for a fact that I'm still going to be here like in an hour when she's done and I won't have gotten anywhere. MPG EDC, I'll leave KDK and watch. You guys. You're killing me, Smalls. Killing me. Poor TKE got the boot. So, what are we talking about today? I was going to do a 1K giveaway this Saturday, but I'm doing it on June 1st. All these Eddie knives to open, going on vacation next week, says TKE. That's cool. What are you giving away for that 1,000 again? I remember it was a pretty cool knife. Looks like a raven, that knife. It does. Sure it is. Razor Renee. Eskimoians are people of the Eskimoese persuasion. Mr. Eddie is like how early 2000 Netflix was with DVDs. Remember going to Redbox? Oh my God, we go to Redbox like every day. I used to go to Blockbuster. We go to Blockbuster and then Taco Bell. And I could get 3 movies at Blockbuster and like 10 tacos at Taco Bell and still have change from your 20 bucks. Cost you like 10 bucks for both. Okay, I could. You guys. Okay, so, other news. I got a message from Kaiser. Well, like I said, I've been getting the affiliate links. I got a bunch of affiliate links. God, I'm so sidetracked with squirrel stuff today. A bunch of affiliate links I've gained. We have Kaiser, we have CJRB, Artisan Cutlery, Civivi Sencuts, Vosteed. It's going well. I'm excited about it. It's been fun, and the channel or the companies are starting to notice a little bit. And Kaiser actually sent me an email and said that they've been watching and liked my videos and my customizations and stuff, and they offered to send me a free knife in appreciation as a gift. So I'm going to be doing an unboxing from Kaiser that is basically a sponsored free knife. It'll be my first one. What? Got some wing going on here today. But yeah, they told me what it's going to be. I'll kind of let it be a surprise. But I just got the tracking information, and I've got a knife coming from Kaiser that they're gifting to me in appreciation for buying all the knives from them, because I've been buying so many. I've got 21 Kaisers right now. I've got 2 or 3 in the mail, and then the new one that they're sending me as well. So it's definitely pretty neat. The Fenrir is mine, says Lou. Concept Fenrir, Ontario Rat 1 and 2, TRM swag, and stickers. Knight's Edge used to go to Blockbuster, then Burger King for 99-cent Whoppers, then home to play Blockbuster, rented Super Nintendo games. How fun was that? Knight's Edge, Kaiser won't touch me, LOL. Mr. Eddie might touch you with his feet. Sabal, those are some nice brands. Yeah, it's been good. I'm still waiting back to hear from a few that I thought I might have heard from already, but they also have a thing saying that they've denied, or, you know, like there's a not hearing back, there's a hearing back and being accepted, and then there's a hearing back and being denied. I haven't been denied, so there's that. KDK, send me an email on how to get these affiliate links. I applied for share sale a few days ago. That's basically it. You get yourself your share sale account, and then you reach out to companies. So you email them and say, hey, here's my channel, here's a link, this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm about. And then you just wait and they get a hold of you or they don't. But it's cool. I'm excited. Congrats on that. I'm happy for you. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Good looking camera. Nice setup, brother. The other one. You know, this one here. Okay, so let's get in close. My blue eyes. Can I get closer? Pretty focused. See, that's the one thing I noticed. It drops out of focus. See how like now it's like out of focus. Like right now, it's completely out of focus. So if I get out of the way and go back, does it like find me? But then I'm in focus. No, I'm not. But here now it's crystal clear again. But then it'll stay focused for like an hour. Just every once in a while. But I'm sure this is 2K, I think, right now. I think it drops it down to 1080 by the time I do the stream. But I don't know. I'm pretty happy with it at this point. Technically, at this point, you're not sponsored. You're just a stockholder. Yeah. Kaiser, Dan Kaiser. Dude, Kaiser's great. I love their knives, and the fact that they, contacted me and wanted to send me one. And then that they, was just talking about a couple of the videos that I had posted, and they were just making comments on it. It's good. It's cool. Feels nice. Now, if they just let me take one of my designs and actually just make an entire knife, and we've got the KDK design on the Kaiser and the Kaiser line, that'd be pretty sweet, huh? That would be excellent. Discord Junkie 55, what's going on? What setting are you using on the camera? Auto, or did you manually set it? I've got it on auto right now because I kind of move around and stuff. But I mean, I could mess around with it. But see, like it's like right here, I'm way in. Focus. It holds pretty solid. I think my plants, everything looks like it's good. It's just every once in a while it pops out. It's not a super expensive camera either. People have $1,000, $2,000 cameras. We're looking $100. Is that KDK's forehead or a Shar-Pei? I go like this? Really? I'm getting old. I don't know if you remember, I said my birthday's coming up. I'm getting a lot older than I feel that I am. I feel like I'm still 22, maybe 14, 12. I don't know. MPG, let's see, 211 subscribers right now. Let me refresh this page, see if it's still at that. How many people are in here not subscribed to MPG? You can hit that link, go check her out. She's got a Mr. Eddie unboxing coming up, so there's definitely some videos that the video of your husband playing with conventional methods, playing with the knife. It's up to 18,000 views. It's fun when they go viral. I got that one that's got like 90,000 views. My next place one is like 15,000. It's like, how did that one get so many? But lightning in a bottle. Get a cheap junker, and then people seem to love it. On auto is the problem. Mine did the same thing till I set it manually on the video setting. But if you research the best settings for your video setting, you can correct that if it bugs me. Discord Junkie, I appreciate that. I will look into that. I haven't really messed around or done a lot of experimenting. I have some things, like I said, I've got this Chat Ninja where I'm supposed to be able to highlight chats and put them on the screen. It's not working. Delaney bought some of those memberships for some people today, and his name was like overlapped over itself on the screen, and it didn't do the thing it's supposed to. Where is my, let me try something once. This is a test. All right, see, so that test worked. That's fake. That's not real. Hello. Hello. Behind the sheep. But that test showed me how it's supposed to look. So Delaney bought a membership. So if you buy a membership, that is what it's supposed to do. Look at it. I can read it. Rosanna became a member. Huh? Okay. So that's my test. It's connected. It works. He bought the membership. It popped up. But when it popped up, it was all different. So I've got some issues to work out. My camera settings being one of them. But I will try to get there. I'm going to keep... I need to probably just do a live on a day where I'm not doing a live. Although like today we aren't getting anywhere. It's 7:40. Everybody having a good time? It's 28 of us in here, I guess. Night's Edge, I'm 35, but feeling 22. KDK, are you 39? MPG, do you think I'm 39? Thank you. Thank you. I unsubbed, then subbed to give you a confidence boost, says TKE to MPG. Yeah, I'm a little older than 39. Dwayne Letterman, what's up? Kenman, howdy y'all. How you doing tonight? Dwayne, what are you carrying today? Tell us. We are interested. Let's just watch it for fun. MPG's most viral video. Turning off the sound, just in case. Oops. I missed the good part at the beginning. Okay, there it is. You got a couple of good moves. That was a good move. I don't know a lot of these moves. I never really got into it too much. I have a little Balisong cheapo butterfly knife somewhere, but it's not really... They're cool. I just, you know what I mean? It's like everybody's got something different that they're into. I'm not really into it as much. Ooh, look at that thing. Wow.
This is the right two-way in 154C.
You don't have music on here, do you? Wow. I don't know about the flipper tab with the ring. What do you think about that, MPG? The ring flipper tab. What does anybody think about that? I'm not sure, but that little ring right there, that's kind of strange. Not sure I am a fan. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. Discord Junkie, what software do you use for the stream? OBS. I use VMX and I love it. It's paid software. I think it's a lot better. However, it is how I learn, so maybe I'm biased. Yeah, I have OBS Studio, or what is it called? Something OBS. It seems to work pretty good. I kind of like the setup and stuff on it. I figured I wasn't really sure exactly what I wanted to do, and so I kind of started off with something free and kind of work with it, and then decide if I want to invest more on another camera, or if I want to get a microphone, or, you know, kind of build slow without putting too much into some stuff. OMG, put a hat on KDK and he could be Juvan's son. What kind of hat? I do have some hats. ESPN and the similar uses when they stream. Dwayne said, oh, never mind, sorry. Sometimes I start reading. MPG says she's not set up for a live. I did a live just straight off of my phone one time when I was still at Blade Show Texas, and I did the giveaway at Blade Show Texas. That one was off of my phone, and it worked. They actually have some things if you don't have stuff set up to do it, just to go live on, like, on your phone, where they have little countdowns and little things to help you kind of do it. So you might be able to still pull off a simple one, MPG. Arkansas EDC. Arkansas is here. Anybody watch my Timberwolves game last night? They lost, but it was game one. It looks like they're doing good this year. Kathleen says, you people do not know what old is. Kathleen, you young lady. It's old. Old age is just age, right? I mean, if you guys knew, I'm almost, to be honest, I'm almost 49. So, it's the hair. You look right here. I got grays. Not really much on the sides, but I do have some grays right in the chin right here. But the hair has been growing out. And we're going to get it down again. If you look, I dyed it right there. And as it grows out, it's not gray, it's brown. So I'm kind of holding down. I don't have a bald spot, and it's still lush. It's one of the reasons I started growing it out. Like, I still can. So why not, right? Makes me feel younger. Are you in a band? You play guitar? You look like you're in a band. Something like that. Okay. What are we, okay. What knife from Eddie's collection in front of us do we want to talk about? I like the sculled out flipper tab. Sebald says the sound and the vision quality is good. Your audio sounds really nice if you're not using a mic. That's hella impressive. Discord junkie, I am using the mic off of the camera. The camera, we're just going through it. The Anchor PowerConf C200 camera shoots 2K. I'm using the mic for that. I have the mic from this and that all turned off. I do notice, like, if I get up close, it kind of gets louder, and I get a little further away. Sometimes it kind of might change a little bit. But I was surprised that the sound was as good as it was for an inexpensive camera. I'm pretty happy with it. I wrote, for a moderately good time, sub to TKE in the men's restroom. But I don't think it's working. MPG's got to get her son ready for bed. See ya in 30. We should still be here. Probably. Oh my God, we were going to look at that knife. There are so many squirrels today in my brain. So many. Discord junkie. Bro! LFG Timberwolves. Hello from MN. Discord junkie from MN. Where at? I'm in Blaine. Northern Minneapolis metro area. Renee Ramon, Mavs fan. Ooh. I have to start messaging it after games. Delaney, almost 60 here. I'm silver haired. You know what? That's what's cool though. You get that silver fox look, you know. Styling. Old boy looks great. Has sick hair. Old Greg. As long as you can still squat 250, you're still young. I don't even know what I squat. I know my dad's in his 70s and he still climbs the rock wall at the gym. And he's actually going to the Boundary Waters. Is that this weekend, I think? I think so. So he still goes to the Boundary Waters with his buddies and carries a canoe and packs and does some stuff. And he's in his 70s, so I feel like I've got a good set of genes with my parents that I should be able to keep going and kicking hard for a while here. Josh, what's up, Josh? How you doing? Buzz my hair, but I keep my beard. Clint's lucky to have any hair at all. Night's Edge has to go. Thanks for a great live as always, KDK. Happy 60th birthday. 60? I've got 11 years before that. Oh my God. Look at them emojis. My mom's cat. There's me with my lightsaber. Yeah, it's fun. Discord Junkie, whoa, blown away. Not even a DSLR camera. Very impressive. Nice shopping. I did a little research, checked out some stuff, watched some videos. It's amazing if you're a YouTuber. There's so many things that you can learn. You can look it up and like, what's the best camera? What's the best budget microphone? And there's 10 million videos on it. There's people that have channels specifically designed only to tell you about how to make a channel, and they're successful. So take that with the whatever it's crazy. It's like, I was like, my God, this guy's got 500,000 subscribers and all his videos are just about like OBS. Crazy. I mean, you'd have to love that. I like making content because I love knives. You know, this is, to me, is fun. I love this community and interacting with you. And so it's fun for me. But like, and then like stuff on teaching people how to use OBS, like people love what they love. Some people are accountants. I have an accountant friend and he loves counting money and doing books. Ugh. I'm extremely poor at data entry. And if you've emailed me, you probably have learned that already. Owl, what is going on? Owl, just got the sapphire blue for my glide strike. Best wishes all. Arizona. Yeah, glide strike's gonna look good. Let me know how it turns out. Delaney can squat a solid 250 ounces. Discord Junkies on the South Pole down in Burnsville. This is our year. We would have taken it last year if Jaden didn't slap that wall. Yeah. Welcome to Minnesota. Our sports teams, and they can be good at getting us excited and then delivering some sad disappointments. But, we're always positive. We're always hopeful for the next year. Timberwolves have been sick. So this is it. Let's go. We're making it to the big show this year. Okay, Dwayne Letterman, 60 Saturday. Dwayne, your birthday's on Saturday? Happy birthday. My whole family's birthdays. Kathleen will be 78 in July. Going kayaking every morning. Kathleen, you're a young lady. What's up, girl? Bet you're out there just crushing that kayak, just doing it. Mr. Edgy's falling apart. Knee surgery, shoulder surgery, hip surgery. Yeah, I used to skate a lot, and I did a count once, and I was like over 17 broken bones in my body. I mean, I broke my nose several times. You can tell it's not quite straight. Hands, thumbs, knee, ankle, collarbone, all types of terrible stuff, and it's starting to catch up with me. Renee says Anchor makes good stuff. Their audio stuff, Soundcore, is good too. Yeah, and for inexpensive, it was like, I just did the research, and when I found that one, I was like, well, 2K quality, people say that the microphone is good. And I'm like, well, give it a shot. Here we are. Not bad at all. My girlfriend's grandma is 78 and lives with us. She built a new hen house this morning, then mowed grass, then picked up and dropped off her son, trimmed shrubs, and is now quilting. See, that's what I think it is. You just live. You live your life. You just enjoy it and keep going. It's the people that don't do anything that then they start, gaining some weight, not living as healthy, and then it kind of becomes a thing, and then you sit there more and you do less and less and less, and sometimes it's nice to just sit and do nothing, but man, you get into the comfort zone, and then next thing you know, you're like, oh, I don't want to ever do anything. The thing I added to my setup that made the biggest difference was my Go XLR mixer. My eyes, that's, as far as getting old, the one thing that is getting old is my eyes. The Goxler mixer, it allows me to control the audio and what makes it into the stream and what doesn't. Yeah, that would be nice. The OBS works really good because I have all these different, I've got my alert sounds on and you can adjust it, and I've got my computer sound down and you can turn sounds off. I've got this mic off, this one on. So I was actually surprised all the editing that you can do in a free OBS software. Yeah, and since I don't have an XLR mic, for sure. Lou wants a Delaney knife. Lou, send me a knife. I'll put Delaney's logo on it. Send it back to you. Done. Delaney knife. All right. Any thoughts on the name? Lou's knife. Wheezy's taking off. Good to have you hanging out with us, Wheezy. We'll talk to you sometime soon. But yeah, Mr. Eddie's knife that I'm taking off of his hands. I love this thing. It looks super cool, just unique. That handle, that thickness is fantastic. I love it. I'm going to leave that one there. Okay, a couple of Mr. Eddie's knives. I'm going to have some videos coming up on these soon. So we've got some more in-depth. I've been kind of carrying them around and kind of familiarizing myself with them. This thing is sick. What's this called again? The Hobeck Husky, right? It's ridiculous. Look at these, I don't know, you call those jimps? They look like teeth marks, like someone came in and bit out a huge teeth mark chunk. Did you know that when there are 23 people in a room, the chance is about 50% two people have the same birthday? Isn't that interesting, Sebald? And when you go to 49 people, the chance is 95% that two people have the same. Isn't that weird? I love statistics like that. That's kind of neat. The bee vomit special. The bees vomit. That's like Sebald. That reminds me of the, what is that? The thing where you have the like the game show where there's three, you have to pick between the three curtains, right? And so you choose door number 1. And then they say, okay, let's show you door number 3. Door number 3 does not have the prize or whatever. So now do you want to keep door number 1 or do you want to switch to door number 2? And it's always better to switch at that point because your odds go up, even though you would think it would still be the same. But if you pick one, they show you one of the other 3, and then they say, do you want to switch? Your odds always increase if you do switch, which is strange. This Hobeck is enormous. I enjoy this knife, but not as much as I would think because it's just huge. And the thing that bugs me is when you want to go like this to flip this open, if you get in here deep like that and go to flip it, your fingers catch right here and those teeth just want to just rip right into it. If you didn't notice, I've been kind of grabbing it like that and pulling it that way so I'm not pushing into those teeth, because pushing down on those teeth, I've done it a couple times and it kind of hurts. But this is cool. July 31st, anyone? July 21st, July 28th? But yeah, ultimately, this is a cool knife, but it's just a little too big. I don't know if it's something I would want to invest the money. You know, what is that, Hobeck? It's like $500? It's crazy. It's cool. Not all knives are for everyone. You know, if I want to do that right away, I'll say this knife is for me, for sure. This Beowulf brings me much joy. Very much joy. The thickness, so much joy. I absolutely love it. Lou says, switch to door 2. The highest IQ woman in the world proved it. Yeah, I can't remember exactly. It's statistically, or it's odds and things like that. It's a strange one, but it's kind of neat that it's like you always improve your odds in that case where you do switch. So it is an interesting, fun one. I like stuff like that. But yeah, this Beowulf, all day. When you're looking at a more expensive knife, the Beowulf is a little less. I think it's closer to, I don't know, maybe $350, something like that. I'm not 100%, maybe $4. I don't totally remember. I kind of looked up some of the prices. This thing is just sick. It's just ridiculous. Overbuilt and ridiculous is cool, and I will continue to search out stuff like that. The one that I have is my own collection. Oops, is the did I just move my camera? Is the Max Ace Goliath. This thing's a pig too. And it's got a Sanmai blade, so it's SLD Magic Sanmai sandwich blade, so you got that natural hamon on there. Very cool. I like a bigger knife. But this one's something about it. It's just more carryable. It doesn't have that roughness to it, and it just seems like a more smooth beast to actually carry around with you. So I do on occasion. I enjoy it. Kathleen, they are now changing the dates on those because they said the constellations are in different locations. I missed part of that story. The Goliath is definitely a little bit more elegant of a pig. The other big Midgards, this one I have a little bit of a problem flipping it out. What is that over there? What was this one again? The Sleipner, something like that. This one, I'm not as much of a fan. I can roll it out with my thumb pretty well, but you can't really use that flick and hold to flick out. And if you want to flick it out, you got to get down low and you kind of have to swing it a little bit. So not as much of a fan in that, where it just doesn't feel as exciting to open. But holding this, shutting my eyes and just holding it in my hand, the way the handle feels, the way the grip feels, the jimps, it feels absolutely spectacular. I really love the way this feels in the hand. I'm not a huge fan of the look. It's got a nice drop, but it is heavy, but it's a little harder to flick out. The action just isn't quite there for me. And the design is interesting, but it just doesn't strike me quite as much as some of the others do. This automatic, that click. It's a Heretic Pariah, right? Oops. I have a problem where I kind of hold the button down a little too long, but there it is, a nice flick out like that. But this thing, Heretic Wraith Auto Pariah, US made, Magna Cut. That handle is sick. Really nice looking. Click. Oops. Boom. Just fires out. Super cool from that Mr. Eddie collection. I'm not a big auto guy. This one does feel really nice in the hand. It's large, so it'd be something cool for the collection. It does. I tend to do much better with the right. I seem to be able to get off the button and it opens a lot smoother. That action is great. It feels really good. I'm not a big auto guy, like I was saying, so it's not necessarily one that kind of jumps out at me quite as much as some others do, but like my shorts on this and some people saw it, they were definitely into it. It is an eye catcher, a crowd pleaser, I guess. Is that the word? Crowd pleaser. Donald Milinikovic, love my Goliath. Donald, the Goliath is awesome. I really like it. It's pretty fantastic. Discord Junkie, how many knives do you own? How about G's? What's your favorite? I don't know why YouTube's even got me. I watch all these other channels and they say pews and stuff like that. I don't know. It's interesting. It makes me wonder, like, if they do try to find stuff, they do try to demonetize more for it or whatever. Because that's one of the things where they click. When you have to click and say what your video is about, it's like, is it involve firearms? Is it for kids? Blah, blah, blah. Knives, I probably have 120 to 150-ish. But I don't know for sure. I have a shoddy Remington, 870 tactical, 12 gauge. I have a AR-15 from Stag Arms. I got a H&K P2000 9mm. So I got a few of those as well. Not as into them as much. I do like going to the range. It is pretty fun, but it's not something that I haven't gone in a while. I probably am due. Probably am due. I used to have a 44. Then I sold to my buddy because I don't need it. I don't use it. And it just was sitting there, and I ended up buying some other stuff with it. The Yojimbo has a strong detent, says Clint. A good talk from the Yojimbo, or Yojumbo. Autos are great, especially for lazy people like Lou. Autos are fun to fidget with. They are kind of fun to mess around with. Again, everybody's kind of got their preference. I am definitely more of the fidget factor knife that has different opening methods. I've got that front flip, and then you can close it, and then you can thumb it, or you can flick it, or just, different things like that. And you have that ability to just do a variety of things. That is kind of what ticks my boxes a little bit more personally. But it's there's a place. So many, bro. Well, I'm at the right channel then, says Sebald. Yeah, there's a bunch of good channels out there, not just mine. There's other ones to check out as well, but I appreciate you. This one's got a lot of attention too, the cicada. It's kind of neat. I'm not a fan as much of that. That's like you have to push the button you can swing it out and swing it closed by pushing the button, or you push the button and then you get up here and you can flick it out, swing it shut. But without pressing that button, that's kind of the lock that kind of keeps it in there. So I kind of get the way that works, but I wish it was more like a button lock, I guess, where there could be like a detent and you could just boom and it'd break it away without having to push that button to do it. But it is a cool looking knife. It's definitely more a collector. One of my coworkers really loves this thing. Is considering buying one. It is neat. I'll probably make some more videos. Oh, I'm gonna make a couple more videos on all of Mr. Eddie's knives before I send them back. Got a trip this weekend, and then after that, I'm gonna get right into finishing those up so I can get them back to Eddie, and then I gotta start working on my CNC machine. I'm excited, let me tell you. We're going to start making some scales. It's going to be...
Good evening, guys.
Hoots. Oh, what did I do?
Here's my pulsar.
Ha! Meredith.
And
Bumping your button over here. Okay. Got it. We're good. All right. What is happening? Oakdale has a nice outdoor range. I haven't been to that one. Outdoor would be better. Definitely. Then if you bring like the AR, you be louder, and sometimes the indoors don't have the same backstops, that you can't handle the higher power. I'm not a fan of Medford. He rubs me the wrong way, and I'm way too broke for a Medford. The Medford Swift. Ow. When did I just catch that on? Did you hear that? Like you could hear that. I want to go back and watch the tape. It's like my finger cuts. I don't know. That was strange. Listen to the sound of this, though, when it closes. I'm going to bring it up here. Ah! It's like there's just tons of stuff going on inside there when you do that close. I love it. But yeah, Medford, what were you saying about Medford? Did you delete that? Oh, there it is, Fookdoozle. Rubs me the wrong way, I'm way too broke. Well, how much was this Medford again, Eddie? I think this was like, this is pushing $600 right here. This is probably the most expensive one in the building right now. I'm pretty sure of the ones that Eddie sent me, this one is the most expensive. He did some extra stuff to it. It is cool. It feels nice. It's got that great sound. I dig it. Yeah, Mr. Eddie, this is the most expensive one you sent, I think. Is that right? How much more did you put into this from like the base price? Did you throw another 100, 200 into that? I remember when you gave me the description for it, it had a lot going on with the coating and everything. But that might have been, you know, how it was when you bought it. I don't know if it was something or it was an aftermarket thing or maybe it was from them, but it was, you know, you had it done after the fact. I don't know. It's a cool knife. It's a cool knife. Would I, you know, at that price, that puts me straight in the category of, well, I'm going to buy 8 of these different knives for that same cost. Mr. Eddie says that one is factory, but it's a pimped out factory. It's not like the base. Oh yeah, here it is. No, it's you got this one with this and this and this. It's kind of like the rose gold buoy where it is a pyrite. Huh. I just caught my finger. Ha! It is a pyrite. It is a little bit more expensive. There's just a couple more bells and whistles on it. It's cool. Oh, this is Delaney. Take a good look, Delaney. Not going to look like this for much longer. All right, I was trying to get these off the table. We can do a couple other things before the night's over. That's funny how these days go by, and what have I done? But are you having a good time? Something obscene. This one is a cool one. People have been talking about something obscene quite a bit lately. They've got some cool stuff. This is, what is this called? The Lek something. Do I have it written down over there? No, this is the Nemli. Or wait, is the Lek Nemli? Or the Lek is a different... Oh, God, my brain. My brain. Delaney, I don't see any markings. Yeah. This is it. It's done. I did them in Ghost. They're right there, and there's another one right here. See, it looks super cool. So clean, you can barely tell it's there. Medford seems like clownish caricatures of actual knives. So if you think of Medford's a clownish character of a knife, what is this? Because that Medford definitely is a little bit more of a classy, original kind of, or old school kind of a shape versus this is just wild. Wild stuff. Wild Stallions. Name the movie. How many times can I play with this Cobalt? Renee Ramon loves something obscene. I bought one at Blade Show, Texas. Bought 2 more within the month. That's the Nemli. Yes. I am so mad when I was at Texas for 2 reasons right now, Renee. And one of them was we didn't get to meet up and say hi. Next time. 2, I was so overwhelmed, I've said this before when I was at Blade Show, that I walked by something obscene, and the few times I walked by, someone was talking to someone, I didn't really get to jump in and chat with anyone, and then before I knew it, the weekend was over, and I didn't get there, and it bugs me. Vosteed was another one that I kind of missed out on, but it was so hard that it was great. I had a blast. And I plan to go again. I wish I could be going in a couple of weeks, but unfortunately I can't. Maybe the next one. Hoping to get to it. Oh, listen to that sound too. Ready? I'm looking for a flipper tab. Towser K. Such a win. Look at that. Seabald, you got to remember that Cobalt. It is cool, and there is another version. That one was lighter. Remember, I did the dye and again it gave it that red color. But the other one, right here, the Kaiser Cobalt, or no wait, this is my other Towser. Ah! I am all over the place today. Towser K is sick. I did the swap. If you guys didn't see that video where I took the silver hardware and liners off of the red one and put it on the blue one. I took the black stuff and put all the black hardware on the red one. Happy with it. I think it's super cool. That was a little fun little swap. Cobalt. This is the other Sebald. This is the other Cobalt. So let's do some dueling. Cobalts. So this one's got an aluminum handle and then the black blade. Action's pretty much the same. I'd say this one, if anything, it's just a little bit tighter. And the micarta, I'm a huge micarta fan. So this micarta is sick. It's so nice. Like I said though, when you get it, it's not going to be this color micarta. It's going to be more like this. And then I did that die. Like I said, I think that's posting tomorrow. Renee, blade show can be overwhelming at first. This year was my second one and my brother's first, and he was overwhelmed too. It's legit, real deal. Like, it's super fun, but it's just, there's so much to take in. There's so overwhelming. Dude. Oh, look at that blade. Tell me Mr. Eddie's stuff isn't cool. How unique. None of them are going to have the hammers like this. This is a one-off. I mean, he's going to have this style, but it's not going to look quite like this one. This one's mine, baby. What was that little Cobalt? Little Cobalt? Did I have a little Cobalt? What's happening over here? Oh, I've got this clicking on crap over here. It's supposed to be up here. Big Bald, what was the little Cobalt? What did I have out that made you think of a little Cobalt? Was this one? Maybe? This was the other Kaiser I had out. This is the Genie. Kinda? Maybe this might be the one you were talking about? Huh. Yeah, I guess. Sort of. It's a little different. It's got this nice little, small little pop front flipper. And it does have that drop. This thing is super light, but look. It's still, you know, a good shake. Brings it down. And it flips out just about right away. Big Bald, I think this was probably the one we were talking about. The other one, the other Kaiser that I just got. What is this one called again? I just got it. Does it say? I can't see. There it is. Aggressor. Couldn't remember. This one's a front flipper only. Oops, see that one I almost kind of failed. It's a little bit harder to get, but when you get it, it snaps out, pops. This one has a slightly different micarta pattern too. Kind of more like a burlap, kind of a sack. But it's cool. It's a nice looking knife. Clean. Snappy little front flip. Should we dye this one? What do we think? I'm sure the size of your Cobalt is adequate. Have a WMK exclusive mini Towser K and TI. It's great. Has a thumb hole, not a thumb stud. What? Mini Towser K with a thumb hole? Where? Huh. Hold on a sec. We're going to go like this. Copy. Mr. Eddie, hit me up after the live. I have a question. You got it, Eddie. All right. There is my Kaiser affiliate link. If you go there, you can buy a knife and get me a little kickback. And it supports the channel, and I'll use that money to buy more. Oops, I hit the wrong button. No. Give me the power. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Getting hit up, like I said, if you weren't here a little bit ago, Kaiser is sending me a knife as a gift, which is super fun. I'm excited. It's pretty neat to see that they're doing that. Mr. Eddie says, I hate shaping my Carta. It's so hard to grind. Is it? That's good to know. Well, I'm got my CNC machine and I plan to do some scales with my Carta, but I'll be using a machine, so that'll be a little bit different. So they also ship to Europe. You know this, Kenman? Who ships to Europe? My nose itches. Kaiser? Okay, so I gotta go on Kaiser, and what was I typing it? Mini Towser K? Doesn't exist. They don't even have it on the website anymore. Did you say it was an exclusive? Oh, Fred, it was an exclusive from WMK, so it's one of those exclusives where you can only get it from White Mountain. Oh, what? Dude! Oh, and it's an axis lock? What? Mini Towser K frag, titanium handle, thumb hole, clutch. Oh yeah, because it's a Kaiser clutch lock. 154 cm. Dude. Dude, that is sick. Okay, Fred, do you have another Towser? Is it, I mean, it's a little different obviously because it's going to have that clutch lock, but I have a clutch lock, this one here, the Lander 2 has the Kaiser clutch lock, and dude, clutch lock is excellent. As far as all my axis locks, that Lander 2 probably has the best action, and it's a Kaiser clutch lock. So in that translation, this WMK exclusive, holy crap, add to cart. Dude, that is sick. I almost wish it was the liner lock because I know the liner lock is fantastic, but what is the action like on that clutch lock? What's the detent kind of feel like? I mean, it's a clutch lock, so it's a little different, but calm down, KDK. But I like it. It looks so cool, dude. And frag titanium? Come on. His only Towser. Fuchs PC crashed? What are you on your phone right now then or something? Delaney, you need a Mr. Eddie knife. Says Mr. Eddie. Everybody needs a Mr. Eddie knife. I am going to go ahead and give my... Boom. Mr. Eddie makes some cool fixed blades. This feels excellent. Check them out, buy one, add it to your collection. Do it now! Mr. Eddie could post more, maybe? I don't know, he's been doing pretty good. I don't want to rat on him at all. How do we get back to, oh, there. But he's been posting some of the stuff he's been working on. Obviously, he got some new knives. He got all this nice handle material for some of those new cuts that he's going to be using. Wow, look at that one. Makes the sheaths too. Boom. Oh, that one is dope. Very nice work. I mean, who wouldn't want that in their collection, right? Mr. Eddie's jumping in the shower, but he's listening. Everybody think about all that water splashing down on Eddie's feet in the shower. Fred the Log got rid of all my Kaisers except for the WMK Mini Towser and the Milita DLC. Got rid of all of them? None of them made you want to keep them? Yeah. You go through phases. I can see it. You can dump off a few. You're looking for some new ones, and sometimes you've had them for a while. And I definitely understand when you got 100 knives that if you've got one that doesn't make the rotation as much, you know. Shoot. This one here. These are pretty sweet. TKE checked out a few of those. So yeah, pretty much all of Mr. Eddie's knives are 80 CRV2. I did look that up, and they talk about it. It's pretty quality steel. What are you getting now, Fred, since you got rid of all of your Kaisers? What were you looking for that made you get rid of them? You know, what was it? What was drawing you in? What was the new stuff? Mr. Eddie's going to post some more stuff tomorrow. He'll have 11 on Sunday. Sebald says, the website from Kaiser says worldwide shipping. Some items we sell are restricted in certain areas. Make sure you understand laws in your area. Right. But they'll ship to certain countries and stuff. MPG is back. Has it been a half an hour? Oh my. Time warp. I don't understand how the time warp works on the live streams. It's neat. It's really neat. Cause man, MPG just filmed a video of her Eddie box, which had to take about a half hour. How long a video is it going to be? Are you breaking it up into multi-videos, MPG, or is it going to be one big video on the channel? Did it go smooth? There's times where I hit stop at the end of a video and I'm like, ugh, I hated the way I finished that. Or, you know, or there's sometimes where I finish one and I'm like, dude, that was so clean. I also don't take a lot of notes and I kind of wing it. And that's kind of my style. I don't know if it's the best way to do it, but it works for me. Clint, are you still here? Probably not. Might be. Clint, let me know if you're still in here. Only took 13 minutes. A 13-minute video? How many knives were in there, MPG? And how much... I don't know if I want to wait for the video. Tell us more now. Tell me more now. Fred the Log upgraded. Lumia, Rosie, Neutralizer. Okay, yeah, I see where you're going. I see what's up. You're going for the big stuff. And if I was going to buy an $800, $900 Rosie or whatever, I would probably have to dump off. One of the reasons I have 100 to 150 knives is because I definitely hang out in that budget range quite a bit. I do have many knives in that $40 to $80 range. So I'm able to get more than if I were to be buying $600, $700, $800 knives. What is that? The EDC Nimble? What? Oh, I clicked. Look at this thing. That kind of looks like the new Bastide EMP-EDC Nimble. But doesn't that look kind of like the new Bastide? What is it? Hedgehog? I kind of want to get that one. I accidentally hit stop recording towards the end of the box. Ugh. MPG, there is some editing. I have a simple editing software that I downloaded. That then you, if you take, conversion was completed. Oh, I was converting. Oh my God, I was converting that video still. That was eating up. VSDC Video Editor, MPG. VSDC Video Editor. It's free. But then MPG, you could make a second video. You could like hit record again and then just jump right back in where you were. And then that software, you just go and you grab your first video and you put it in, and you grab your second one and you put it in. It pulls it right next to it. And then you just convert them and it pulls them together into one. And here I am out of focus. I need to work on that. But it's kind of one of those things, if you actually accidentally hit stop or you get flustered, you can hit stop and you can always jump back in. It's really not that hard to edit. It just takes time. You do that conversion, it could take a couple hours to convert it, so you got to wait for that. But yeah. Fred says, but the one I use the most is the Sparrow Strix that was made for me. Ooh, that sounds fun. A Sparrow Strix specifically for you. I need knives that are specifically for me. That sounds fun. Wish I could stay, but I got to go back to work, pay for the toys. Right on, Fred. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you. Yeah. We'll see you again soon. Where is my... I always get the mouse stuck on the wrong page. Delaney, you'll move to the higher range soon enough. About an MK1 Ritter Hogue last night and a Cold Steel 80-20 today. Yeah, I totally get that, Delaney. You evolve. I also, because I've been doing a lot of customizations and mods and stuff, and when you start working on that, you don't want to buy... I'm not going to buy a $200 titanium knife for my first anodizing. You know, I'm going to buy a cheaper one for my first laser mark or first thing like that. So that's another reason. Plus, I love knives, and one of the ways where I'm at right now that I can do more content and see more knives is to look at those less expensive ones. And some of these companies like Kaiser, there's so many good Kaisers I've been getting, and that they've been on sale. I've been great 50% off, 60% off sales. Eddie's feet feel refreshed and so clean, I'm sure. Fook moved the other way. A year ago, I bought the Thunderbird. Now I can't afford the Sativian. Dude, that Vosteed Thunderbird, though, Fook, $200. It's on my list. Although, I have a link to Vosteed now. You could use that link. And I've already kind of cheated. I don't know if it's cheating or whatever, but I used my link, made the purchase. Then I get the 10% commission. So if I buy that $200 Thunderbird, I will basically pay $180 for it because I get the $20 commission. Helps out a little bit, right? Mr. Eddie, I tried sending you the EMP EDC Nimble with, or the Ronin, and you didn't want them. I didn't? I don't know if I didn't want them. Maybe it was just I had others on the list that I definitely wanted to check out first, and I didn't really know. And then you were like, oh, I'll pick about 10 or a dozen or whatever, and I already hit a dozen, so I kind of stopped. But yeah, maybe we'll do another round at some point, or maybe Eddie was talking to someone else that didn't want it. I don't remember. There's so many. Eddie's got such a good selection to choose from. Oh, that's what I wanted to talk about. How many of us are even in here? 15 people. What I was talking about is the box with Rene Ramon. I don't know if he's still in here or not, but on Tri-State's Discord, basically they have a pass-around box. And Delaney says he can send a Thunderbird to review. Yeah. Okay. Which one do you have? I really want to get the black frag titanium one. That's the one I really want. But yeah, I'd definitely consider checking it out just so I can feel it and see it and hold it. And squirrel. Renee is here. Yeah, Renee, I was thinking about this box, pass around box thing that you do. And I don't know if I'm stealing an idea or where it came from or whatever, but I was considering maybe starting one up on my group channel. I don't really have as much of a group, but maybe start off with a cheaper box. But for those of you that aren't aware, basically what goes on is everybody joins in on a list, like it gets on a list. And so Renee then took a box and he put, Renee, you can always correct me anytime I get anything wrong here or whatever. Basically, he took like a dozen of his knives in a certain price range and then put them in the box. So like, let's say I'll do one that's $50 to $100 or something like that. So I'll take 10 of my knives that are in the $50 to $100 range. I'll put them in a box, and then I mail that box to the first person on the list. That person then gets to open the box, play with the knives, check them out, and then if they want, they can swap one or two of them for one of their own knives. Now, the price range has to maintain so that you're kind of pulling in and replacing with similar stuff. But then what happens is the first person gets the box and maybe they take one of the knives out and then they swap it with one of theirs. Then they mail it to the next person. Then that person opens that box, checks them all out, maybe swaps one or two with their own, and so on down the list. Then as you make it through, everybody gets a chance to check out a box, maybe swap out for something, maybe not. And then at the end of it, it'll come back to me, and I might have a couple knives that were in there to start, or I might have a box of 10 knives that are all new to me. I know there's not a lot of us in here right now, but anybody interested in doing something like that, let me know. I might make a video about it, talk about it, see what kind of interest we can draw. I'd probably start off cheap, just to maybe get it a little bit more accessible to some people. If we go a little bit less expensive, I could easily get a dozen knives in that $50 range or whatever, and then we get something going and see how it goes. And I don't know, they seem to like it. Renee says he stole it from Matisfaction's Discord. Definitely a cool kind of an idea. I think it would be fun, and plus you get to kind of check out some other knives and maybe make a couple trades that you wouldn't have otherwise done, and swap out something that's comparable that maybe you were looking to get rid of, you know. I don't know. Could be fun. I think I'm going to try it. My journey started in Discord. Mr. Eddie, okay. What is this? Rose Gold Pirate. Arkansas EDC just bought the Rose Gold Pirate. It's excellent. You're going to love it. I mean, the Pirate's cool. Oh my God. It was out of focus, so that's why it failed. Look at that button. Upside down. Works great. Oh, there was my fail. I was getting gnarly. What is happening? Oh. Lou, tell me how many times I showed this thing off. As soon as I saw this at Blade Show Texas, and I'm talking to Russell, I knew. I was like, I love it. I love the Pyrite. It's cool. I want one. You'll be happy with it, I'm sure. And if you're not, send it to me. The aluminum one with the wild scales. Okay, and the glow-in-the-dark. Okay, you guys are talking about that. Sorry, I'm just reading and not relaying the information along. You probably all also read the chat. Renee says people add stuff along the way as well. Stickers, lanyards, swag. I think people have been putting some stuff in Tri-States boxes that, ooh, put it in Tri-States box. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it looks fun. Mr. Eddie, I don't think I have $50 knives. Well, Renee's about to do the next one's like $200 to $400, and I know you're in on that, but I almost was like, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I have one to swap. The thing is, you don't have to swap. You can look at them and then just pass them all along. I'm hoping to have something to swap, but I was saying, it's like, well, man, the few knives that I have that are in that price range, I love them. So, you know, but that's the thing. is maybe I do love it, but then I get a box of 10 knives, I open it up, all of a sudden I find one that I might love more. So, you know, could be something. And Eddie, pick yourself up a $50 knife and you know, you'd be set. It wouldn't even be that hard to invest into one just straight to, you know, and then if you're going to use it to trade, it's like, you're like, oh, I'll just pick up this pyrite or pick up this whatever and just then use that as your trade and it works just fine. Rose gold pyrite viewing 2,785. All right. Blade Walker. Did you just get here? Holy cow, am I late? Blade Walker, I'm going to have to go another hour just to keep you here. Renee, people added stuff along the way. The stickers, lanyards, and the swag. There's also a lot of middle fingers, D's, murder hornets. Yeah, that Tri-State box is very similar to the Tri-State Discord. It's just a pile of fun. Pile of fun. Yeah, I think I really want to do this. I think it's going to be fun. I'm going to get on Renee's next one as well. But just seeing it, I was like, maybe I kind of want to jump in and try it out. Donald's got to run. Got some buffalo chicken ramen calling me. Everyone have a great weekend. Buffalo chicken ramen. I make a lot of ramen, but I've never... Buffalo chicken ramen? My classic ramen is I will dice up a couple brats or something like that, or maybe some hamburger, and then season up an onion and a pepper, and then once I've sauteed that, I throw water and the ramen in there and boil it up, drop the meat in, and then right when I'm taking it off, dump out some of the water and then crack a raw egg right into it, and then the raw egg basically turns into scrambled eggs mixed in almost instantly. That's kind of my go-to in the ramen world. The Vosteed raccoon is $65 and is awesome. Yep. I don't have a Vosteed raccoon, but I am considering it. It's on my list of things to get. Especially now that I got the Vosteed link. Anybody want my Vosteed link? Where is it? No one has used the Vosteed link yet, or the CJRB, or the Artisan Cutlery one. Definitely been getting some use out of the Kaiser link, and there was one from Artisan Cutlery, but it might have been me. I had so much ramen in Korea that it tired me of it. That's all they eat over there. Yeah, you know, Mr. Eddie, I haven't made ramen in a while, but there was a while where it was like my go-to breakfast. I would make it for breakfast almost all the time. There is my Vosteed link right there. If you go there and click on that, buy anything from Vosteed, I'll get a little kickback. Appreciate it. Donald, Dan, it's a Wisconsin thing. Haven't tried brat ramen, but will do. You can also, I don't know, something about brats. It's like easy. They're inexpensive. You can dice them, slice them up, and it kind of tricks into being like better meat than it is. You could even do it with hot dogs. You know, I like hot dogs, you know. But if you just want to try to jazz it up with a little meat, it's not that bad. I did 30 months in prison in 20. Well, all right, Blade Walker, that's a story. You can do some cool stuff with noodles. I'm sure if you're stuck and that's pretty much what you get, those seasoning packets become valuable. That's the old me. Yeah, it's all good, bro. That was 20 years ago. 20 years ago. I'm glad you're here. Good times. Sebald, a raccoon. Sebald doesn't know about the raccoon? All right. So I'm going to go ahead and click my share sale link. I'm going to say, yes, I would like to leave. We're going to go over here. Vosteed. Dun, 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 dun. I can just go raccoon. I spelled it wrong. I didn't bump that C twice. That's fine. Here we are. So there's a button lock raccoon. There's a crossbar lock raccoon. I don't know which one's better. Comment below. What do you think? Vosteed raccoon crossbar lock. 14C28N. Excellent blade steel. Got a nice micarta handle. Got that crossbar style. They have them all on this page. Maybe. Like, is there a button? Or are these all the crossbar ones? These are all the crossbar ones. Now I probably have to click, click, click. Let's check out one of the button locks. Clean knife. Really clean looking knife. Who has a raccoon here that they like? Blade Walker made chat go silent. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. It's fine. Especially, you know, the world is, you know, changes. Some people go to prison for marijuana, and now you can go down the street and buy it legally, basically, most places. So it's, you know, times change. You don't judge. You only go by what people do today. What are you doing today? How are you acting today? What kind of a person are you today? That's what's important. What are you trying to work on, you know? Raccoon is sweet. I tell you what. But as far as anything right now, Vosteed, yeah, I'm looking at that Thunderbird. But to be honest, I'm really thinking the Hedgehog might be one to go with. Look at this Hedgehog. Who's got a Hedgehog? Anybody pick one of these up yet? It's sick. And it's the top liner lock, so it's the button actuated liner lock. Anybody hear about the Kaiser? The new Kaiser liner lock. Shoot, what the hell is it called? Home. I ordered it. It's actually just coming out. It might not even be... Ooh, spin to win. We're going to have some more cool stuff from Kaiser coming up soon. Where? There it is. Mini Grouper. So I ordered one. Unboxing is soon. But the Mini Grouper has a button actuated liner lock. It's kind of the new thing. I don't know how new it is, but it's definitely a hot thing that people are talking about because people like button locks. But a button lock with a plunge lock or a button actuated liner lock. The button actuated liner lock is supposedly going to be a little bit stronger. Ghost Keeper says Mini Grouper. Yeah, you got it before I was able to find it. But yeah, I ordered one. I think they said it's going to be a couple weeks before they start going out. My bet is they are holding out until Blade Show, and then once Blade Show kicks, then they're gonna release them. That would be my guess. Check out the EMP EDC Nimble. EMP EDC Nimble. Did I spell that wrong? Probably. Oh, that is excellent. That is great. I don't know if I like the Speed Holes. Speed Holes Bronze. I like this version a little bit better. With the kind of the hexagon kind of look. Yeah, like that. That is sick. In stock and ready to ship. See, everyone's got love for everyone in the chat. I can see it right now. Everybody love everybody. We're all good. I could say buddy one more time. I'm not your buddy, guy. Being inappropriate with livestock is acceptable in the Middle East. I tell ya. Oh, I didn't realize that I can't do my emojis if I type in the chat through OBS. I wonder if I can link that. I'd have to do my emojis straight through here. What? Allow me. Oh, I hate you more than life. Triple sheep. Quadruple sheep. Bah. Oh, I tell ya. Mr. Eddie, you got me too. Sheep, 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 sheep. Silliness. Absolute crazy. All right. Yeah, this is Eddie. So, do you have one of these Nimbles, or are you just talking about it because it's super cool? Who likes the speed holes? I'm not a fan. I don't mind speed holes. I mean, the Vision FG speed holes. Excellent knife. I knew. I was like, get your index finger out of the way. I suck as a human being when it comes to opening on camera. Dude, look at this thing. Nimble W, Nimble 2. Oh, is there more? But wait, there's more. Nimble W. That didn't work. Nimble W with W. What am I missing? I typed Nimble W. Which one is it? Nimble 2. I don't know. I can't find it. I'm a fan of holes. I am also a fan of holes. Mr. Eddie's awful fond of those sheep. The right amount of holes. Once you learn how to operate your fingers, you'll be great. Wait, no, this one. Where is that stupid thing? I was gonna say, should I get my finger caught? Anybody want to see me get my finger caught? Here we go. Yeah. Banging up both of my own knives, I guess. Look. Takes a beating. Didn't even leave a mark. Okay, can I open it? Got it. Cyber blade truck silliness. The W for Warney. Oh, it's the Warncliffe. Google it. That's my problem. Okay. I'm in. So, Nimble Warncliffe. Horn. There we go. Oh, wrong one. Like this. That reminds me... What does that remind me of? New Arrivals, Kaiser. Yeah, that one. Of course, there it is. Huldra. Kind of reminds me of this Huldra. Right? Tell me these aren't kind of cut from the same cloth. Jeez. Where's just a good that picture? Right? Very similar. The two straight lines down the scale. This one's got a curve and a straight line. Versus this one, they look like they're both straight. The hole's a little different. I see some similarities, except for this one's $550. This one's $150. Eddie's got the frag pattern one. Yeah, that's the one you get. I would have got the frag pattern one as well. Oh, did I just click the same stupid link? Probably. Probably. Yeah. Ooh, baby. Show me a good photo. That one. This one. Oh, we're on the Blade Binge. I didn't even notice my link brought me to Blade Binge. That is sick. So Eddie, is yours black like this too? That is way cooler. I really like that. Lou says the Huldra looks better. MPG, yeah, they seriously want that Huldra. It is cool, isn't it? I agree. But this one is also excellent. Wow. I can dig this. Anybody buying stuff off of Blade Binge? You ever been to Blade Binge? I met those guys, Eric, at Blade Show Texas. Oops. What did I just do? Copy. But yeah, if you haven't been to Blade Binge, they have two different sections. Here is my affiliate link to Blade Binge. If you go there, they have a couple different things. Why isn't that? Oh, here's my links. Don't save. But yeah, Blade Binge has two different sections. One of them is just used knives, so you can go and post your knives and sell them to other people. Or they have the all new section where it's just a retail store. But if you use that link, it'll give me a little kickback. Check some stuff out on the Blade Binge though. Wow, that is gorgeous. I really like that quite a bit. Blade Walkers bought a couple off her there. Mr. Eddie just sent some MPG pics of it. I want that freaking Warlock you let me borrow. Ooh, MPG's got Mr. Eddie's Warlock. Can't wait to see him, MPG. Excited. When are you going to release that video? Soon? How soon? Very soon. Very soon. Oh, oops. What are you doing? Typing stuff. Oh, I'm not supposed to share that. Well, there's only 15 of us in here. You know, we won't spread it too terribly fast. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. What is it? Oh, it's getting close to 9 o'clock. I got to pack for stuff. I got so many things to do. I brought this over because I wanted to look at it, and we never looked at it. I don't even know if I can get it down here. I'll start off. I'm going to back up. It was only $99 on Amazon. Warlock was only $99 on Amazon. MPG says, I'm hoping to get the videos put together somehow off of my phone. Yeah, MPG, look that up. VSDC. I'm gonna. This isn't a link. I'm just gonna write it. VSDC video editor. Yeah, MPG. Type that in. VSDC video editor. It's free. It may not be the greatest piece of software ever, but you can bring that onto your computer. You can plug your phone into your computer. You can dump all your videos on it, and then you can bring in a video and another video and link them together. You can add music to it or whatever, and then basically edit your video together if you're looking for something like that. And it's at least it's a way to start. Oh, I hate it when MPG ruins surprises. Tri-State told me of one of the free editing apps as well. There's several out there. It also depends on how good your computer is, if your computer can handle it. The 8010 was $99 KDK. Usually sits between 115 and 123. I've been looking at the 8010 for a while. It's just another one of those ones that I haven't gotten to. All right, let's take a look at this for fun. If anyone can help me with this, it would be cool. Mr. Eddie doesn't own anything cold steel. I just bought a cold steel, silly little cold steel. What was that thing? Where is it? Squirrel. Squirrel. I can't see it. It's laying in front of me somewhere, but all my knives are scattered about. Anybody know anything about this? This is legit. This isn't like one of those cheap store like fake things. This is like a handmade item of sharpness. It's got this interesting handle that's like a solid chunk of something. Can't reverse flick this. The scabbard or sheath or whatever has these things. Someone was telling me that there's some silver or something in this, or this is some type of silver. I mean, yeah, it's, who knows. To be honest, I have literally almost no information on this, but what I can tell you is when I lived in California, one of the clients that I worked for had a lot of expensive stuff. He had a big house. He was rich. Gave me quite a few little cool little things as little, I don't know, tips or little appreciations for doing stuff for him. And this was one of the things he gave me. He said it was not cheap. But that doesn't mean that I know exactly what it is. Looks like it's kind of like a little idol on the handle there, right? This is some type of a wood. Fits in there nice. Looks cool. Something I'm never really going to sell. I mean, unless it was like $1 million, which of course it's not, but it's neat. It's got a really fun kind of a feel, and like you can just tell it's made for a slash. When you're coming down, maybe it's for cutting grass or like through the brush or something, because it's thin, and the way that the angle and the blade, like it naturally puts it back like that. So like when you're cutting through, that blade is going to be slicing. But yeah, if anyone's ever seen anything like this or has any type of information, it'd be cool. It'd be cool to know. Little idol. Like a face right there. It's neat. It's just another one of those cool looking knives that I've got. I take out once in a while. I kind of hold it like this. Check it out. Feel good about it. Put it away. Throw it back on my shelf. I think have I shown this one before? This is one I got from my real good friend Kim. She got this in China. It's like a Mongolian, like ceremonial piece. Probably was not too expensive, but she got this I think in the 90s when I got this. So it came with this kind of leathery kind of sheath. It's got some text on there. I didn't take really good care of it, so there's a little bit of rust in a few spots. It's got an interesting kind of clear section of the handle, and then this is all metal. That's like thick, like brass or something like that. But it's a fun one. I did find some pictures of this one on Google, but it didn't really give me a whole lot of information on it. Another one I'll never sell, but it's part of my collection that I've had forever that I see on a regular basis. Found my other 2x2. Blade looks nice. The lug's back. I'd sell that for an XL Snickers bar. Real talk. How's the 2x2 cube? That other 2x2 cube, that one of the inside pieces has a crack on it. I don't know how it cracked. I must have dropped it at some point in time. But that one does not spin anymore. You guys saw it break last week on stream. Interesting, it has no handguard. I wonder if it's meant to be a second-hand sword. Yeah, that one, it doesn't have... It's literally, when you grab it, you're like right there. And that little spot right there, that little corner is kind of sharp. It's, you know, if you were to get in there really hard, you could probably cut yourself on it. So it's an interesting... I would like to know more about it, you know? Fook's got to take off. Wife wants a show before bed. So Fook, does that mean you're going to watch a show? Or your wife gets the Fook show before bed? Have a good night, Fook. I'm glad you were able to hang out. I appreciate you. Looks like it came from a Mongolian gas station. It could have. It could have. Except for the guy that I got it from, that guy wouldn't have stuff like $20 stuff. He has $100, you know, $1,000. Like, he has some expensive stuff. So that's why I kind of wonder, like, you know, might have a couple $100 to it or whatever. But yeah, again, it's something that I like. I think it's cool. I just would like to know more information so I could talk about it a little bit more. Lou, do some push-ups before you put on that show for your wife. Yeah, puff yourself out. Oh my God. Yeah, we are having some fun. Let's go here. Hold on a second. It doesn't give me options. I'm gonna do it first. Oh no. Hold on a second. Oh, it didn't. Okay, hold on. I apologize. You guys are just looking at the side of my face. My bad. Hold on a second. I promise it'll be worth it. I promise. It's just requiring that. Okay. Boom. But it's neat. Just because you overpaid doesn't make it expensive. Just makes it neat. There we go. I just gifted 5 memberships. I don't know who's gonna get them, but here we are. And it's screwed up again. I don't understand why. I gotta figure out how to fix that. And figure out what the thing is. It charges me $5 per membership. I just had to spend $25 to buy those $5. It won't let me buy the $2 membership. It only lets me buy the $5 ones. I don't know. Here we are. Blade Walker got one. Donald Milinkovich got one. Dwayne got one. Kyle. And level on up. There you guys go. Welcome. You are now part of, but I think you moved, you get the D2. Gas station's the basic one. And then D2 is the next step up. That's the $5 membership. So you guys get that for a month. You can use those emojis and mess with me. And there's Eddie's showing off some of them right there. Got to get that. Emojis in the chat for the new members. And if you guys have any ideas for some emojis, let me know. I will definitely make some more. You can see my big name, Blade Walker. Yeah, I can see Blade Walker through the other parts of it, but YouTube has to get their cut. YouTube gets their cut. They don't take much though. It's not bad. I don't know what it is. What was it the last? So it actually doesn't cost me that. So because I bought 25 memberships a couple weeks ago, and I believe so. It was $25 for the memberships. I think I got $18 out of that. So I think YouTube only takes like, I don't know, maybe it's 10 or 15%, or I don't know what. I don't even know what it is. Probably should know. D. Cleveland. WTH. Oh, Cleveland didn't get one. I'm sorry. What the hell? Or are you saying something else? I can mess with you without emojis, he says. I thought creators had up to 20 memberships per month to give away, according to MC. Yeah, Lou, I've heard him say that too, and I don't know. Maybe you have to hit 100,000 or something, or a nice sharp sword emoji maybe. Yeah, that would be cool. I know, like, MC's got a bunch of swords and knives and things. Obviously, it's fitting to the channel. Trying to find good pictures, and then the thing is they're smaller, so you got to try to figure out how it works so it actually looks good still when it's small. But I don't know, we'll come up with something. A couple swords, knives, sharp items of interest, or maybe some stupid things. Another one of me with long stupid hair. I don't know. It's been fun though. What a ride it's been so far. Like I said, these last 9 months, been hitting it pretty hard. Been going fairly well. Getting the links and stuff has been cool. Just honestly, the most fun I have is just all the interacting with everybody. It's just, I mean, this community is so cool. As you know, when you go on these things, you go to TKE's channel or watching something, you're going to see a lot of the same people. A lot of people show up on a regular basis. They have fun. I don't know about you guys, but I spend more time on YouTube looking for content to watch than on any regular TV. I need a squirrel emoji. Squirrel. Okay, hold on. I gotta write that one down. Because that one's one where it makes sense, because I start doing a squirrel and then you just put squirrel up. Kenman's found a nut. He's being an idiot again. Mr. Eddie wants your next emoji to be of your feet. Ah, feet pics. Feet. You know I'm writing these down, right? You know I'm writing these down. I don't know. Yeah. Big old foot pics. Maybe if Mr. Eddie sends me a foot pic, then I'll use that one as one of my emojis. Fizzy L, what are some of the first things you're going to do with the CNC? Will it be able to cut aluminum? In the information, it says it can cut aluminum. I have a feeling that I'm going to have to buy some specific bits, and I'm going to have to cut pretty slow. It's, you know, it's a few $100 machine, not a few $1,000 machine. It says it can, so I will probably try at some point. I am literally Fitabit. Have to go. 4 a.m. over here. Was just lurking and listening. Thanks, Fitabit, for joining in. I'm glad you could lurk for a little bit. Hope it give you some nice dreams. But yeah, with the CNC, I definitely want to get started with something simple. I'm going to get a couple pieces of micarta and some acrylic, some G10, and just start making some scales. And then I'll try to find some knives that are pretty basic, like well, not basic, like, well, like the scales are basic. Like the Towser, the scales are flat and the liners are not recessed. And so the inside of this scale is basically flat. And then all you have to do is start with a flat piece and then shape the shape, and then the top, and then the surface. So I want to start off doing some basic designs like that, where I can do like my Vision. The Vision FG also has flat scales. So something like that, where I'm pretty much only doing cuts from the top to start, just to kind of get breaking into it, before I start doing things where I'm gonna have to cut things out of the inside too, which I will be able to get to, do like two-sided type stuff where I'll be able to carve out the inside for a recessed like a liner at some point in the future. I don't know, we'll see how the machine goes and what I can do with it. But I want to start off with some easy stuff, get some Ultim and some micarta for sure, and just start making some scales and testing them out. I have some pretty good background on like SolidWorks and things for designing, and I think that's the big issue that a lot of people have, is in the design aspect of it. And you have to be able to draw it, but you have to be able to draw it in like a CAD file. So it becomes a little bit more work. People don't realize, like, it's like when I do laser marking. Like Delaney sent me some stuff to do some laser marking, but he, here's a drawing, but this drawing is like a JPEG or whatever. I can't just copy it, paste it into the laser, and the laser can see that. It needs to see those points. So it has to be drawn and plotted and vectors and things like that. And so it's a little bit more difficult to get to it. But yeah, I have some background on the designing, so I should be able to get in there and get going and get some things started. And then you can do some stuff freehand. If you watch Nathan's Knives at all, he's done some stuff where he made some scales and then just used the CNC like to just make some lines on the scales to create like a diamond pattern or stuff like that. So there's quite a few things I'll be able to do. I'm excited to get to it. Happening soon. Physiel, how are you going to import the profile of the scales into the computer? Scan them or measure them by hand? That is a good question. Some files you have access to, like the landers and stuff, are open source files that you can get. Some of them might have to scan, or you can freehand it. And I don't know, there's some techniques. You take some photos, do some scans, cut them out by hand, and then just use the machine to plot out points to hit. I don't know. That'll be the next step. I'm going to get it set up. I'm going to start playing around with the free software it came with, and then decide if I want to switch over to SolidWorks and a different platform, or maybe try out the platform that it came with, and go from there. But I'm very excited to get going, and it kind of sucks this weekend, so busy and so much stuff going on that I'm not going to be able to get to it till like next week, and then I got to put it together. And next week will be busy because I'll get back and I'll have to do some filming and get caught up. And I'm not making excuses. I'm just saying it's here we are. Here we are. I need a laser scanner. Yeah, Delaney, I've seen some things. There's a thing that you can buy where you get this like frame. And so you set the frame on the table, and the frame has all these like measurements and dots and stuff on it. And then you put the piece that you want to scan in between the frame, and you take a photo of it. And now that you take a photo of it with the frame, and then the software sees the frame, understands what the frame points mean, and it can plot out the shape that's inside of it. I'm looking at doing something like that, which is kind of like a laser scanner, essentially. Lou, KDK, I can handle long streams as long as you promise never to play a kazoo every 5 seconds. That's a thing, or you got your tinkly bells, or you got your whatever, that I'm supposed to do that when people are subscribing and things like that. I don't know. I'm pretty good at the kazoo though, but I can't steal that. It's already been taken. It's already been taken. MPG, focus. Why does it do that occasionally? Boom, boom. I've kind of figured it out. I'm gonna dial that in next week. MPG says, Dan, how is my project going? It's still in the limbo of the machines have been absorbed by the second shift at work, and I am unable to get on them. I have it drawn up. I have it ready to go. I have my trusty assistant, Anno person, without giving anything away here, ready to go, because what we're doing in some steps, it requires you do one, and then you have to do the other one and do the next one fairly shortly after. So we kind of have to plan, and then because the business has been at what it is, I haven't been able to do that. Probably next week. I know I might have said that last week, that it's probably next week, but this one's probably legitimately probably next week. It's happening soon. I appreciate your patience. You're being well taken care of at a slow pace. It's happening soon. I promise. Sebald, I saw a guy selling his own made epoxy knives on a marketplace. It looked neat. There's a lot of cool stuff out there. There's a lot of people making some neat stuff. Mr. Eddie be making some really cool stuff. How KDK, how's MPG's project going? KDK from Lou, update on MPG's project, please. Oh, shake the little tree back there. Let's go. I don't know. Eddie does make some really interesting shapes, though. I'm excited about some of his knives. It's very cool. Very cool. Okay, 9:20. I can just keep going. I gotta start packing for tomorrow. I'm not gonna have time to do it. It is 9:20 here, and we've been going for 3 hours and 20 minutes, and I haven't had to go to the bathroom at all. And I'm out of focus again. Focus. I'm gonna work on that focus thing next week. At least it's on your time and not the company's. Haha, thanks for the update. Yeah, I'm ultimately I am looking into getting a laser machine for at home, just so I can really start going way more crazy than at work. But we'll get here. We'll get there. I don't know. MPG, you get what you pay for. No, Delaney's bumped you, MPG. It's Delaney's up next. You're gonna have to wait. I'll just watch my PayPal, and as my PayPal grows, that will change where I start doing work. I'm kidding. All right. Thank you all for coming. I appreciate you all. Mr. Eddie, MPG, Lou, Sebald. Who else is still in here? Delaney, Fizzy L. I wish I could just buy memberships for everybody. I'll try to keep buying a couple memberships every week, and I'll look into it. If anyone else can find any information on discounted memberships or whatever, because if I got the deal that MC's talking about, I would buy more. Or I don't know why it won't let me buy the $2 ones. It made me buy the $5 ones. Because, I could buy 10 of the $2 ones instead of buying 5 of the 5, or you know what I mean. I'm not trying to be cheap. I'm trying to hook people up when I can. It's all good. Anyway, have him do it himself. Well, again, okay, here we are, the old Minnesota goodbye. This is how it works. I'll say goodbye several times. We'll move to the door. We'll talk for 5 minutes. We'll go outside. We'll say goodbye. We'll stand by your car for 10 more minutes. Arkansas EDC says, good live, KDK. I don't know what we got done today. We got a lot of chit-chat done. It was fun. We did look at some of Eddie's knives. More of those videos coming soon. Check out Eddie on the old Instagram. Check out MPG. She's got an unboxing of Eddie's coming soon. Yeah. Have a great weekend. Appreciate you all. If you want to use those links I got, check out my videos. I got a bunch of new links for a bunch of companies. If you want to buy some off of that link, give me a little kickback. I will definitely use that money to buy more knives. And there it is. Minnesota goodbye requires at least 3 more attempts at leaving. And here we are. Appreciate you all so much, though. It's super fun. I really love this. I love the just interacting with all of you. I'll see you all on someone else's live tomorrow, I'm sure. And over the weekend, I might go live over this weekend a little bit just for fun, straight off of my phone since I'm going to be on location. But yeah, maybe we'll do that. Thanks. Take care.